Ring.
Yes. Yes. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another edition, another podcast, another live stream here on the Chaos Rain Show. I'm Chaos Rain here. Tonight. Yes, tonight. It's funny. It just keeps getting better and better. And we're not even through yet. This 2024 yet. Early parts of it, and it's getting so nice and so lovely. I can't hold my composer. Can y'all? But anyway, before I begin the stream, like that, thank and welcome everybody that came through. I also respect and like the few very new subscribers. As you know, like a small channel, it does not grow as steadily or fast as one content creator would, like myself, would expect. But nonetheless, we cannot complain. We take and give what is offered, and we make it work. So I appreciate the new subscribers, and please become a member too. I mean, there are a few membership videos on my channel. There probably might be more. Some I probably will do customized maybe, but wouldn't be hurt. Support the channel in that way to become a member as well. So there's a join button in the directly in the channel. So please hit the join button if you can. I'm trying to remember. The social media links to follow me are the following. Follow me on Twitter at chaos7. Also, add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. And join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain Show as well. What else? Oh, and please follow me on Rumble as well. I have a Rumble page as well. I have not put the links in the description. I will, when the stream continues or concludes, I'll have the links for y'all to follow me as well. So please follow me on Rumble too. I actually supposed to, hopefully if I get 30 followers, I would go live Rumble to a little bit more hardcore a little bit. But I'm not gonna like hover hang around Rumble like that personally. And the reason why, because Rumble is still in its infant stage. And you know me, I like to get in while I can fit in, but I don't want to be jumping all the way in on a platform that's still in its baby stages. Nor has been around for a while now. And like most content or like most websites, once it gets a certain level of advertisements and a lot of things, it's gonna be just like YouTube. So, but like I said, I will jump on it if I get enough followers on there to do some content. But really, I'm not gonna be really hardcore. We gotta keep things consistent. Anyhow, all right. Let me see. I'm trying to think of some things because I want to make sure my notifications are good. Looks like every notification has been sent out. And if y'all guys can hear me well, if you could give me like a 1 or whatever, let me know y'all can hear me good. Let me see if everything queued up. Okay, everything is queued up here. So let me remove some things. Can I get the studio to look nice and clean? All right. Okay. I think that's it. Oh, good. You can hear me good. Very good. All right. So we're good. Today. Today's stream. As you see the thumbnail, you see the title. Is Kayla Nicole. Kayla Nicole wants a businessman. Is she delusional? And this is a very intriguing question. An important but intriguing question that one asks and one wants a direct answer. The biggest question I should ask: have you learned and grown and matured throughout your 20s, now in your 30s, ready for what they quote unquote a businessman, or high quality, high value man. Now, as you know, she's not no stranger to dating interracially, as you could tell. Like most black women, they are dating interracially. As you know, if you go back to the last live stream that I did, in my opinion, my hypothesis, which I am pretty right and clear in my opinion, regardless people think if they would go back to that stream, I believe cold-hearted when they start doing the data of, let's say black women has more children than men. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there, right? Most men overall don't get DNA tests for their children to make sure it's theirs. A DNA test has been proven effective. It works and it's been used effectively for the last 40 years. I think the biggest reason why a lot of men, modern Western men in general, don't use DNA tests, because I know the stigma is going to hold if they ask their future wife, their future baby mama, anytime you give birth to said child, I like to make sure it's mine. I like to have a DNA test. A lot of them will frown at you, give you that look, that stare, that dead cold stare, which is very telling, dudes. To always notice that he should know that it's his baby. A lot of women will go and try to psych you dudes to not do it, not even ask. But from what we finding now, ironically, and this should be very disrespectful, and no woman should be praising this. A lot of women should be shaming a lot of women. And if you're a woman and you're gonna be out here slutting around and screwing a lot of men and being whores out here, at least make the man, if give or take, if you're that woman and you're that loose, be respectful and at least say that if he's asking for it, you must oblige and you should not give him much hard time. At least notice that you care to notice that if you didn't do the things you do, or let's say he has implications that you might be messing around or it might not be his, it should be in his right to find out that the child that he has intercourse with is his. And I agree, a lot of men should not be taking care of other men's children at this point. And the reason why, because most Western women don't deserve it. And not only deserve it, they get into an idea and they now go as for to have this now society become a transactional thing. And we all know transactions don't last long. They have a shelf life. I remember back in days when KS had interviews with one sugar baby or some old dot saying that what she was saying, that she says she's gonna be sugar baby until she gets old and gray and used up. And KS told her sugar babies don't have long lasting life. This is not something that is a career, and it should not be a career. It's something that if you're going to do it, if you're going to play the sugar baby game, you need to get in and get out. You can get a man that will seal a deal, make that deal. Get out of this game. Do not be on the, and I'm going, you know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. Don't be on the carousel. Don't be them type of women out here. The Western woman, the modern woman, what most people or most men saying out here riding the carousel. And you know what I mean? The carousel, lovely. Do not be that. Be a respectful. Have integrity. My God, have morals if you can. Don't be out here bouncing and jumping from one cock to the next. It is not appropriate. It is not acceptable. I'm just saying. This is just me, personally. But, other than that, the man should have the right to know that if he's having, his fun time with you and you and him in an actual relationship, not just some situationship, it'll be respectful. If he asks, you should say, okay, well, no problem. Now, a lot of dudes going this route, you're going to be looked at as a bad guy. You already a bad guy, number one, because you have a certain standard to know, say that you respect your seed and you want to make sure that what you plant is yours. But because we live in the West, America, you're not viewed as respected. They'll take your time and money, but anything else in regard the attributes, no, they don't respect that. So, All right. That's pretty much my little rant. So let's look at here. Do I have the thing queued up? I do. So now I'm going to, what do they call it? All right. Okay. All right. So no further ado. No further ado. We're going to run this tape by the one Kayla Nicole and two ladies. I think these ladies are Caucasian. I don't know. They had to sit down and had a conversation with the one Kayla Nicole about, success and future of love. So listen good and listen very closely on this. I give my own commentary on this. I'll put this up here and put this up here. And please, guys, contribute to the channel. Let me see. Actually, I'll put it as it. So no further ado, let's listen and begin the stream. Fair use. Enjoy.
2024.
Yeah, girl.
I'm happy that you're here. It was like
Yes.
pulling some teeth to get you here. I feel like you've been busy.
I just been hiding.
What you been doing?
No, I'm just kidding.
What you been doing, girl? Where you been at?
Hiding.
I literally just posted about this before I came here. I just
Shoulda
think
looked.
I have been working, which has been nice. Like a nice start to the new year. I've had a few shoots, a couple new brand deals I'm excited about, but I've just taken a step back. Like I'm not doing a lot of podcasts and hanging outs and events and stuff like that. Like I'm just now kind of starting to this year, just taking a step back and like focusing and recentering and
Yeah.
grounding myself
Yeah.
so that I can take on the new year strong.
That's necessary. I'm
Now, I did not know Kayla's show was doing a lot of podcasting. This is some new information. Y'all familiar if she's doing any podcasting now? I mean, I don't follow much of her page personally. But if that's what she is doing, I mean, all powers to her. All powers to her. So, but other than that, like she said, it is a new beginning, new year for her. And really truly, if you have not really grown from one previous relationship, you're going to do the same thing. And it's ironic, and I could be wrong. This is just me. But let's say Black people today divest, right? A lot of them are dating out interracially. Okay. When you date out, why is it a bigger issue? Like, literally. A big issue that you have to broadcast it to the world. Like, literally. Of your shortcomings. I mean, I never really understand that. You broadcast it to the world. And talking about, and you give advice to future Black women, which most of them don't really, in my opinion, they don't really take on other advice of other women. And the reason why that is because a lot of women think they know it all. And in the case of her and Travis, that been in a very deep relationship for 5 years, which is a long time. And I've said this last year, and a few ladies that watched my live stream did agree with me, that you should not invest that long in any relationship that goes beyond. And was spot on, people. And make sure you guys hit the like button and share the stream. I was spot on. That said no greater than, it should not go exceed over 2 years. After the second year, there has to be some direction where you're going, where you and him are going. If year 2's about to conclude and there's no actual movement where it's going to be of actual, maybe a marriage. Because last time I checked, everybody here is still talking about marriage. Marriage is still important to people, not just regular folks, but also Black folks. Some of us, we complain that we're not getting married enough. Some of us think that we don't need marriage. Okay, that's fine. But in this union, if you're in a relationship, where is it really going at the end of the day? because sex is good, it's necessary. We bond with it, but there's more. We need more. And personally, if you're a woman that you value that you want to be more than just a girlfriend, you want to be a wife, then yeah, there should be, unfortunately, a timeline, a timetable. And much less I don't want to say this, but it has to be, because think about this, ladies. If we're having intercourse and we're in a relationship, the possibility of having children is very high. Regardless of how people say we were in protection, bump that. Bump that. Most time when we're in relationships, most of us, on general, and this is the given fact, you could quote me on this, you can think this is wrong. When you're in a real actual marriage, when you're in these relationships, we're not thinking of really protection and then worrying about if there's gonna be pregnancy, especially the longer we are in these relationships. Personally, I'm just being honest. So you in it for more than 2 years, it's not going nowhere, and he already, unfortunately, dude already decide where you and him are at. Now, a lot of people say that usually marriage should really start up, and a man was very serious, depending on his economic situation, should be what, 6 months? I mean, I don't advise 6 months, and I don't think most people that smart say, either if you got like that, you're not gonna say you're gonna seal a deal at 6 months. Right now, how way we move and think and operate in America, the West, it's not logic to be sealing a deal if you're a dude 6 months. Because let's be honest, unless you know her from when you were back in school days, if you just meet her from the first time outside the schoolroom, especially, please have risk that, anytime, if any situation, she could sit there and end the relationship for whatever reason. So. But let's keep furthering playing the video. I don't want to go with that little rant, but I got this laid out. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use. And really, when you listen in, you're going to understand why she's shifting her direction in the relationship. It's going to be somewhere in this video, so I'm listening and watch the first time like y'all. Fair use, fair use.
Well, we're so glad that you came to us in the new year. Is this your first podcast of the new year?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Period.
You got her
She
here.
came behind us. Get out of here.
What? What the fuck did
I
you say?
said we got her here.
Oh.
I was like, wait, why did it get quiet?
What can I say? What?
No.
I didn't know. I didn't hear what you said.
Every time, I'm so sorry. Every time I always see you, remember the first time I met you, I was like, wow, she's a hot one.
No, but okay.
Your teeth are so white and so pretty.
Now we're nervous.
Pretty
We're like,
brown skin.
he's
You
so
just
pretty.
staring at me.
What's happening?
You ever seen that Janae Aiko thing where she was talking to the interviewer and he was like, she was just like, that's how I feel. She was like, what?
Stop. I think that you guys are both beautiful.
Her energy is tantalizing.
It is.
And I do remember the first time. Well, the first time that I met you was at Tati's birthday party. Was that the first time we met in person?
Yeah, that was the first time we met in
Wait,
person.
the most recent one?
Well, because
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I know her. Like, this is how my best friend feels too. I feel like I know her because of you. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like, you
yeah.
posting her and like seeing her on socials. You
see
feel like
me,
you
yeah.
know that person, but in real life, we've never really
I
crossed
literally never knew that. I thought you guys have.
Oh, God. I feel like losing brain cells. Literally. But I got to go through this because I didn't want to segment up to the point. I'm hoping that this will get more of where it needs to go. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use.
Been known each other. Been
No.
met each other. That was recent.
But
Yeah.
literally the moment I met her, I was like, oh, she's funny.
Honestly,
she's
we
like,
had
I
a
told you she was
time.
funny. We
We
had a time.
We
literally
freaking
had a time.
Like, you had me dying the whole
No,
night.
you had me dying. And you know I love somebody who laugh at all my jokes.
Right. And I'm catching all the ad libs too. Like, she's off in the corner and I'm just like, bitch, I heard you.
I picked you.
I heard that.
No, it was a time.
Wait, I don't remember. When was the first time we ever met? I don't remember. Scratch.
Okay, wait. Let me think.
I literally don't remember.
I'm
I
typically
never
pretty
remember.
good at this. I'm typically really good. Okay, wait. The first time we met in person.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't remember.
And you're from LA, right?
Was it when you came to Kansas City? Was that the first time that we hung out though?
I never been to Kansas City.
Right. Yeah, I was wrong. That was a different person.
Not you having restrictions.
That was a different time. That was not, I was
I
drunk.
don't remember. No, I genuinely don't remember, but I remember, amazing. She's just such an amazing girl. Actually, I remember one time, I was going to tell this story. It's a little messy, but I remember.
Not starting off.
No, this, I was like, I used to be friends with this girl, and I was like looking at your picture, and I was like,
Yeah, you hear, you get it right, DOD. You get me, DOD. I mean the eardrums, the nonsense. I mean, God help me. Just God help me. I'm hoping I can get through this. This is not a lengthy little video. This is like almost close to an hour, but I'm hoping to get to the point, guys. I mean, I know I will fast forward, but I'm watching it for the very first time, so bear with me, guys. Boy, where's my drink? Let me get my drink. All right, let me get my drink. I'm gonna let it continue. Fair use, fair use.
She is like one of the prettiest girls I've ever seen. Like literally, like look at this girl. She's so pretty, and she was like not prettier than me.
Oh, that's
And I was like,
that's weird.
Huh?
That's
And that was
very
your
strange.
friend that you were cool with?
yeah, you know her. I'm not
Who?
gonna say her name.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't even know who that is.
Literally.
But
Boo.
But I was like,
Yeah.
Really? Well, I think she's one of the most pretty girls I've ever seen. And she was like
Thank you.
upset about it. And I'm like, insecure.
That's really
sweet.
I
sweet.
guess, very insecure.
And shout out to her. She's probably a beautiful person too.
She's very beautiful, but acting like that, you're not.
You always handle things so classy.
Do I?
That was,
I think so.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy classy comeback.
Like a spin?
Yeah.
It's like PR training.
I love a classy lady because I am not, and I would like to be, honestly. Wait, you did PR training before?
No, I need to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't think you need to.
I don't know. I think I'm at a place in life where I could use it.
Oh, now you could use it, but
Yeah.
I don't really think you do anything wrong. Like me, I'm the type of person to be like, this is what it is, this is what it ain't, this is the truth,
Yeah.
this is the lie. Like I will be like that, especially if like people say anything about me.
Yeah.
That's not, I need to learn how to shut the up myself. So
Yeah.
it's not good. I definitely.
I think I'm a work in progress. I'm learning the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm learning the same thing.
Wait. How are you still a work in progress? Wait. I respect the lady on the right said that she knows she has a bad wicked mouth, but you need to shut the hell up. But how you as a woman that's about to be 32 still struggling to shut the up? Now, mind you, guys, let's think about this. Let me hold up. You will not shut the for the black man, but with the white man, you might, if occasionally. Even from what I'm hearing, you probably will give him all and still give him a hard time, depending. You hear the story, they say, you hear this notion, I cook, I clean, and I shut the F up, is an understatement. The biggest question is, why won't you shut the F up? It's not that you can't, but why can't you? It's more of a better question. This crazy crap. Hold on, guys. I don't know why I'm still getting this. All right. Let's keep going. Oh wow. I might start put some restrictions on here because this is not normal. All right, let me keep going. Fair use.
Because
Yeah.
I would love to be like that. Honestly, I live vicariously through you.
No way.
You on Twitter is my favorite.
I be going off on
I think
bitches
I
on
favorite
Twitter.
everything that she posts on Twitter. I'm like, yep.
No, I think just on Twitter, I feel like I get bombarded all the time on Twitter and people think it's fun to pick on me.
Yeah.
So I'm just, like the meme, like I always say that one meme where there's that one person and then like a million people and the meme is like, y'all, like that's just like
Yeah.
how I live my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like just 100%. But
I support it.
I feel like you have so much like just open like transparency because I went through your, you know me, I'm gonna do all my research before they come. I went all the way down to your first picture on Instagram.
Stop.
damn,
Which
scary.
is wild. It has to be from college.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I know you went
20
to Pepperdine
Yeah.
University, had a broadcast journalism degree.
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Uh-huh. I know, right?
Yeah.
She was like, she had one post. She was just like, if you didn't know, I graduated from. I was like, period.
Wait,
But
I
that was
remember.
when hashtags was like a thing, and
Yeah,
I was doing
literally.
like just an IG model or something like
No,
that.
it was cute though, seeing your like transition though, and it's like I
Yeah.
feel like I read like a lot of your comments. Like you really are vulnerable and open in your comments, and I feel like the way that what I've seen personally, just from like looking at things now, is you handle it so classy. Is that how you deal with criticism? Just to fight negativity with just positivity?
No. No. I think my natural instinct is like I want to talk shit, like
Right.
especially in person. I posted this the other day. It's like all this stuff that y'all say on the internet, you would never say to my face.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Do you want to put that to a test? Kayla. I know you don't got a lot of black friends. And you got one those type of chicks, if you do in your circle, which let's be honest, every black woman got a ratchet friend. Let's keep it real. Let's be honest here. You're no exception to the rule, sweetie. And mind, she's not no valley girl black woman. She's an act straight up sister. You know, don't be fooled by Kayla. I mean, one of her parents from the island, but still, you're not that type of chick where you have a nice squeaky clean circle. You got some real hardcore butcher chicks. And time I said they will not say that in your face. Oh, we know some ladies might say some crap in your face, and they're gonna look you dead in your face, and they're gonna say, and what are you gonna do about it? You know, it's that catchphrase a lot of ladies like to use. What you gonna do about it? And thus, the cat fight will begin, where the paws come out, the hair pulling immense and occurs, and then next, you know what's gonna go down, ladies and gentlemen? The clothes are gonna be ripped out. Because let me tell you, some a lot of ladies don't know how to fight nowadays. When they actually go into Mortal Kombat, the first thing they start attacking is they don't use fists, they use slap hands. They grab hair, pull you down so they could pin you down, and they're gonna start slapping and kicking you with their dirty feet. And if you don't believe me, go look at Twitter X. There's a lot of videos of women going around like animals, like whoa. And trust me, if there's some men that sit there intervene, I would cold-heartedly believe that they would delete each other. Yeah. So don't think that you take criticism well. You do. If you really say you took it well, you should not give no response. Your silence is your compliance. It's your best weapon, ladies. Anytime they put anything on the top about your relationship and you respond with a video like she did 2-3 months ago, and then somebody you don't respond, and let me tell you something. Listen to me good. Let me tell you something. If you really was not moved or shift, if you have social media, let them say and talk what they want to talk. Just don't give them the mind. That's all. The less you give it attention, the more people are not emboldened that you don't give a F. It's that simple. Your silence is your best weapon. That is all. All right. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use.
Yeah.
Promise you that.
Yeah, I seen that.
I'm a super kind person, but do not ever play with me.
She
for
gets
real.
down, she don't play.
Yeah, in real life, like, don't ever. Now, when it comes to the internet, it's like, I've just learned that in the long run, it's a waste of my energy. I turned off my comments recently.
Oh, you did?
You can't DM me anymore.
I didn't even notice that.
Because people just talk crazy, and I've had enough. I'm
Yeah.
exhausted, I'm tired. It's a new year. And to be honest, it's like the same me. So in order for it to be a new me, I need to do some new things. So
Yeah.
that starts with just like protecting my peace. And
Yeah.
you're not just gonna talk to me any kind of way. You're not saying anything else to me.
Right.
You can talk to a black hole. Comments off. But I think there was a time on social media where I was very transparent, very engaging, checked my comments, checked my DMs. That has stopped.
Yeah.
But I feel like that poem was very like classy. Like that poem was very just
Thank you. I love that she
Maya
calls it a
Angelou.
poem. I love that.
Is it not a poem? That's a haiku.
It's like a
That's
soliloquy.
soliloquy. That's a solid.
Soliloquy, musical.
well, if nobody knows, she had put a public statement out,
Yeah.
which was, we thought it was a poem.
I love that. No, but I love that,
Yeah.
honestly.
And I know you got a tattoo with Maya Angelou.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
I do. Well, I have Still I Rise.
Still
I
on the back of my-
Rise.
on the back of both my arms.
When did you get that?
Ooh, probably like 3 years ago now.
Man, yo. When she did this interview, hold on, guys. One second. Let me run that back. She said that she disabled and cut off her social media, right? That's what she claims, right? Y'all heard that, right? She said she claims that she shut off her social media. That's what she wants y'all to believe. Correct? But from what I'm looking, And I'm looking at this very carefully for those that's not knowing. Our social media is not cut off. People can message it right now. What type of bold-faced lie is going on here? This is why I tell people many times. You can't always believe what they said. Either you're really just not saying nothing, you're just actually doing it. Makes more sense. It's more respected. But I'm looking at it, like literally looking at it, it's still open. Like literally, no joke. Y'all could probably find it right now on social media, Facebook, IG, or etc. It's not closed. Y'all know that? Did y'all know that? That's something I just want to share to y'all. I don't believe a lot of these black women when they open up and tell them they're doing something. If they tell them they do something, they're not really doing it. Usually, like I said, you want to prove me or anybody else, you don't say it, you just actually do it. You don't have to tell nobody that. But like I said, a lot of black women, they're not really upfront honest. They'll say one thing but do something else. So, but it comes with the territory, guys. Can't hate it. I mean, literally can't hate it, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's keep listening. But yeah, I find that very intriguing. DOD, she did not turn off no comment section. If you really believe that, I would say look her up on all her social medias, and then you be the more to judge if she really cut off her comment section on all social media, not the ones they say she just cut off on all social media. Just look her name up and you'll find for yourself. But I'm telling you right now, I'm looking at one of them right now, and you could still comment, and you could comment on the message and on other avenues. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use.
Cute. I love that.
Yeah,
I used
So I was
to
like, I
write
thought that was your
poetry.
inspiration.
I think I was just, when I did do that, it was a Dear Black Girl video.
Okay. Here you go. Here's one of them. On that Dear Black Girl nonsense that she put out. That bullish. Let's listen to the next one. This one's very important. Pay attention.
That I posted on my social media. I think at the time, I was just at a crossroads where I felt unseen and unheard, and I felt like everyone was kind of like talking for me in one way or another.
Yeah.
I was like put in the middle of this, just like social media shit show of
Yeah.
situation, and it was like I wanted to address things directly, but I knew that like if I didn't do it in my way, on my terms, in my own time, that it was going to be spun into something else. So
Yeah.
Well, like I said before, and this is what kills me, a lot of ladies, especially a lot of black women like her. Okay, the relationship didn't work. All right, he moved on, you eventually had to move on. It is what it is. You doing that video because you getting white people, particularly ladies and the gentlemen of the Caucasoid persuasion, the Caucasoid persuasion, if I like to say that, they were hitting you up and saying some ish to you. Because a lot of them are fanatics of Taylor Swift. They look at her and look at you. They look at her and they look at you. They look at her and look at you. And yes, Taylor Swift is not only accomplished, but she is, unfortunately, the purity of within their group. She's not fat. And she's not really ugly. If they gotta say who looks better, obviously they're gonna say Taylor Swift. And it's not because she is part of their own racial group. And there are many tribes of Europeans, but they look at you and look at her and say, Taylor Swift is not really that far off. She born, when's Taylor Swift born? 1989. You born 1992. She's about to be 35 this year. You about to be 33 anytime now, any moment now. Not far off. So when they hit you up and then start trolling you, which like most and then will do, is not some personal. It's business, and to get a few laps here and there. But that's the name of the game. They're getting some kick off it. by making fun of you and telling you how you lose out and how you really didn't have a chance. I heard some, I think people from our people talking about they were saying how she dropped the bag, fumbled the bag. And I'm thinking there was no bag to be dropped or fumble. I mean, he used you up like most men. There's some black men that has the luxury to probably do so, use you up, but we know if you go to jump the fence, it's obviously you're gonna be greatly used up. And once they done, they send you back in the Negro community like there's nothing. No. I mean, I don't like to say that, but it's not me saying to make fun. This is what I've been noticing, and this has been consistent now. So what we gonna say? Once he's done, he's done. Now a lot of people say that Kelsey is narcissist. He's this. But I'm thinking if this man was such a bad deal, right? Let's go there, right? Why would you give him your best years to a man, especially him, knowing that he brings on this type of problems mentally to you? And I'm going to say it personally, I think the word narcissism has been used too loosely. I mean, I think it doesn't have no merit to stand on, in my opinion. I'm not sure why people still refer to people as narcissists, but give or take, is a safe word. And let's be fair and honest. I don't like when people abuse certain terms anyway. But you know what do I know? What I know. Anyhow, hold on. Let's keep watching. Let's keep listening. Let's listen more to this bull crap. Fair use, fair use.
I don't know. I guess I just took it as an opportunity to, one, really to speak to myself in that moment and just to like acknowledge like how I was feeling.
Right.
And then also to speak to other women too, because I feel like my experience over the last like year and a half hasn't been this singular moment. Like women go through the shit that I go through on a regular basis. Mine just happens to be in front of like a
Millions of
couple hundred
people?
thousand people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was my little moment to just like get some things off my chest without being too aggressive.
Aggressive? I was about to say, so that's like you just controlling your narrative, basically.
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
you like? Are you happy that you made that decision to do that, or do you?
Now, did she really? Oh, let's be honest, guys. Let's not front. Did she really control the narrative? Let's be fair, honest. Do y'all believe she really controlled the narrative? Let's keep it real. Let's go there. Let's go there. Do you really believe she really controlled the narrative? I don't think so. I don't think so. I do not think so. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Now I remember what I was supposed to do. Okay. Oh, damn. Make sure you guys follow me on Discord. All right, let me keep playing. But I don't think, and I don't believe that she's really controlling the narrative. If it really was controlling the narrative, you'll drop them. Not only sooner, but you would not even said nothing about it. You respond because he moved on. So obviously he probably ended the relationship, was really believed. And he not only moved on, but he's now moved on to a better chick. And that's the hoopla. The myth of what they call white womanhood still exists in a lot of Negroes today. Unfortunately. Anyway, let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use.
Kind of wish that you would have been like taking more time and been like, I'm gonna say exactly what I want to say, or are you just like, I'm happy with what I did and I'm happy with what I said?
I'm so happy with what I did. I like remember a point where I couldn't sleep at night. Like I was so emotional. It got to the point where I was like, I felt bad talking to my friends about the same things. I feel like I sound like a broken record. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to be the homegirl
Yeah.
that's always like venting
Yeah.
about.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. No. 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 That's not. Nope. Oh no. Oh no. 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 That's not true. Yeah. She really telling herself. That's not true. You fell away. You fell away. And not only you fell away, but like you said before, during the breakup of, was it 2022, I believe? You said this man only contributed $5 throughout the whole entire relationship. And this man's a multi-millionaire. Now, I would assume that you're bullshitting. Let's keep it real. You're not really keeping it real. That, this man and you were been this for a while, for years, and he only contributed $5. I find that in itself to be questionable. But when it comes to when you ladies are very loud in your actions, I'm going to cold-heartedly believe that. That you feel in your mind that you invested your best years and you did not get nothing out of the outcome. You didn't even get a ring in it. And trust me, majority black women, listen to me good. I don't how they tell you. Listen. A lot of them, if they had the chance and the opportunity, they would want the non-black man to marry them in droves. And not only want to marry in droves, right? They want to feel as bigger and much more better than their own woman. And that is not going to happen at all. It's never happening. It's never happening at all. It's never, ever going to happen. You're not the Caucasian woman. It'll be a cold day in hell before he decide to choose you over her. Like literally. 1 second, guys. So let's continue listening. Fair use. Well, all right, let's go.
The same thing over and
Yeah.
over again, like, girl, get over it. Even though my friends, would be there for me regardless. But for me personally, it was just like a buildup. Like, I needed to say something because at the end of the day, I say this all the time now, but I was controlling the peace for everybody else. I was keeping the peace for everybody else. But, like, what about the peace
Yeah.
within me? Like, what about my
Right.
peace when I
Yeah.
lay my head on the pillow at night? So for me, it's like, I think that I handled it in the most appropriate way that I could. I got my point across. I think that, like, the people that needed to hear the message heard it. And I can stand on that.
Right.
It was so
Period.
eloquent and well spoken too. I was like, you could tell that girl went to school.
Thank you.
Now you know damn well a lot of these women, especially women that I don't know if one of them is mixed and the one's white and the right. You think they really believe that crap? You think they really believe that? Absolutely not. They look at you side-eye. They really thinking cold hard say, you go girl, and they talk behind your back, say, this stupid as hell. And laughing behind you. Like literally. But I mean, you have to give off persona that you're in control, but really sure you were not. If you really was say you were the one running things in the relationship, like most black women think they're running a lot of relationships. They're not running with Chad, Brad, or what you want to call him, or Zaddy. They're not doing that. Oh no, they're gonna be very much compliant. Zaddy will. They said this is what you deserve, and this is what you're gonna be getting. End of story. Nothing more, nothing less, and you will be compliant. Eat that, you kick rocks, and trust me, they will fight hard to maintain these relationships. Don't be fooled. When they say that these relationships and marriage last long, the reason why these marriage and relationships last long with non-black men is because not only they're the ones that they choose, but I go even much further, that these are the men that deem only would give them regardless of how, like I said, are the ones that's gonna validate them as all beautiful and all of this. Let's say you are the queen, the validation. You're seeking validation from them because they're the ones that would seek in your womanhood. Without Mr. Charles saying, taking you on and saying you are mine and mine alone, they don't feel that they're women. They have not achieved the highest form of womanhood, unfortunately. That is the vibe. That's the honest truth. And that really does gonna hurt a lot of people that really come far listen to this stream. But that's just the honest truth. All right. So let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Like
She reads.
Yeah, she reads. She writes poems. She poetry major. No, I'm just kidding.
Right. No, I thought it was good.
I love that.
I definitely thought it was good too. I mean,
Thank you.
You know, I have my own opinions, but I thought it
We
was
think
good
you
for
should
you.
have popped the out.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't give a damn.
I told Kayla, I'm actually embarrassed to say this.
What?
I said, girl, you need to make an OnlyFans.
Right, like this is
I swear to God, I texted her.
So what you need to do?
Right. Look, you gonna rake in at least 20 million. This is the time to get it. Like,
She always telling somebody to get some new dick or some OnlyFans or something. And like literally the last 2 guests we had prior to you, you need to get some dick in your life. You need. I'm like, you need to relax.
You would be surprised. Like you weren't the only person that was encouraging me, and it's not malicious.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up. God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
My God. My God. Are you serious? Man. I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, it's beyond embarrassment. It's just downright shameful. You jump out of a relationship, and then the few women or the ones that's close to you tells you as a woman, to go create OnlyFans. Really? Really? I don't know what to say, guys. I mean, it's weird. Like literally, very weird. Let me keep running this tape, man, because that just bites the dust right there. Right there. Yeah, I'm gonna keep running the tape. Fair use, guys. We're just gonna continue.
But like encouraging me to just like monetize on the moment.
right.
Yeah.
I think like in hindsight, I don't know, maybe I could have dropped a t-shirt or something. I don't
Right,
know. But like
right.
for me, I being caught up in what I was caught up in was enough emotionally.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I wasn't even in the mental space to be like, let me turn my pain into
Right.
coins.
No, I definitely understand. I understand that because I've been in situations where girls have been like, "You need to expose him and you need to get a bag off of this," and I'd be like, "No, hold on. I actually am in love with this person, and it's actually like breaking my heart in the moment. So I'm not really
Actually, a
thinking
little
about
fucked up
that. But like, no, when I look back like into those times, I'm like, damn, I should have got a bag because now I'm over it. But like in
As you could tell, Western man. Hold on, I gotta do the Kevin Sam thing. I tell you, this is different, man. Kevin, tell time, please.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
You can't. Like, literally, that's where we at. The relationship ends, and then your rebuttal and your get back, if there's any get back, to go create an OnlyFans and bust it wide open for a really? Like, God damn. Like, literally, bust it wide open. You can't really make this up, man. It's hard for me to say, but jeez. And you think we've seen it all. No, you have not seen nothing yet. Like literally. Like literally. You have not seen nothing yet. Well, anyway. To each zone. Let the tape roll. Let's continue. Fair use, fair use.
Moment, I'm not thinking about that, you know,
Yeah.
like you're thinking about my real feelings, my real heart, and you don't want to add fuel to like negative conversation when people already have all these raggedy ass opinions, you know.
At all.
But
I can understand not only fans, but something else for sure.
Yeah.
Because honestly, every single time I deal with a breakup, I go through something. Even
making money.
Honestly, I'm like, I got my bachelor's degree. I'm graduated. I'm starting my online business. I don't know. Like every single time I am leveling up every single time, regardless of like whatever it could be. And I just think like the next point is just, I feel like a man just be holding me back in those moments sometimes. And I don't say.
I mean, I feel that way too, but I don't think it has to even be a breakup. Like, I think we just have like cycles in life where something drastic or dramatic will happen, and it'll kind of, not even dramatic, but traumatic can happen, and it'll just shift your perspective, give you new inspiration, give you new drive. And I've been trying to find that. Like, it's hard in those moments to find the inspo behind it all, but like, I think that's what makes like the strongest of people is when you're able to turn your lemons into lemonade. But like literally.
no, that's true. I think, I mean, that's a big thing that women do in general, though. Like, there's like an ongoing joke that like men act like they don't care about.
Oh, and for guys, for the record, since we're gonna go there, for the record, if this chick does got OnlyFans and it's proven evident she got OnlyFans, I think you need to move on. Last thing you want to do is entertain whorish behaviors, and you can't have someone on your arm and she has an OnlyFans where there's a subscription where people could pay, see her busted wide open. I mean, it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable for real, you know, in my opinion. But like I said, be very careful. Be very, very careful. I mean, cause nowadays OnlyFans is the new back page, and everybody been knowing this. A lot of people said not people don't really have intercourse. Yes, they are. It's like soft porn up there. You know what I'm saying? It's soft over there. You know, very soft, and it could be extreme type of adult entertainment over there. So you know, like I said, be careful. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use. And if you've been watching, please, guys, as you come to building, likes are free. Hit the like button. You know, I want to get a few people in here watching them, know I'm live. Let the algorithm go wild with your help, with your like. It makes it go a long way. Let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
Breakups and do whatever, this and the third, and women go and buy a house and a canoe and a cow.
Literally, that's exactly
and-
it. Literally.
go back to college.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I got my master's. I don't know.
Somebody needs to do a study about that, though. Like, what the effects of being in close proximity to a man, what that does to a woman, how that impacts their life,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
when you separate yourself, how that adversely impacts your life. So, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean, maybe it's just the fact that when you're in relationships with people, you naturally like you're not completely focused on yourself
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And when you get out of like when you're in a relationship, you obviously have to be a partnership with somebody. You have to think about somebody else and like be a part of their life. But then when that ends, it's obviously like, well, now it's all about me.
Yeah.
Right.
And like, I mean, if you're a smart woman, like you're gonna be like, well, now it's all about me. What can I do? Like, I gotta boss the up.
Yeah.
Like that's just that's literally how not to bring it back to me, but that's literally, and it's raggedy, but that's literally like when I did Bad Girls Club, that was why.
Yeah.
I was going through a breakup. I would have never done that show.
I didn't know she did Bad Girls Club. No wonder. Imagine that. Ooh. Ooh. That explains it all. This chick fights for a living. She goes out there, starts fights with other chicks. Because we all know what the Bad Girls Club really is. It's another avenue for degenerate chicks to really engage in Mortal Kombat with other chicks. I mean, truth is the truth, you know. Yeah. You having a podcast now, you know. The only difference is you're not fighting on your own podcast, give or take. I don't think so. But nonetheless, the Bad Girls Club. Oh no, hell no. Anyway, let's keep listening. Furious.
If I wasn't in that moment, but I'm happy I did, because even though it's raggedy, it was like a stepping stone for me to like do the things that I wanted to do. It's just like gotta focus on myself and do me.
It's not raggedy, baby. It's ratchet. When you sign on to engage in debauchery like that, I mean, what do you expect? Let's keep listening. Furious.
I got a new apartment,
Girl,
but we got back together though. so-
I can think back some of my earliest relationships. I went through a breakup. I moved to New York to live with this man. We broke up within the first like 2-3 months. When I tell you I thugged it out, moved out of that house, lived in New York for 3 years on my own, like jumped from job to job, had no connects, but like I felt so accomplished.
Yeah,
Right.
Just
I was
staying there
fresh
that
out of
long.
college, and it was like, low-key, I needed that, like, because
Right.
you would have been a crutch. I would have been
Yeah.
just living up under him, doing whatever, being a wife without a ring, which is like my favorite thing to do.
Oh my
That is
God,
my.
Kayla.
That is my.
But you did that for the white boy for 5 years. If you crouch and let's be honest, what's the chance are that the relationship was with was a black man? What chance is that, guys? But for Mr. Charlie, it was longer, and you didn't get no ring out of it at all. So it's the same thing. You have not learned, sweetie. You have not learned. I'm not sure if anybody else covered this. Like I'm crazy. Y'all guys, if you don't really, I'll say this. Let me be mindful. If you do come across this channel and this live stream, please do a reaction to this. Like literally. It will make more better context if you do content on this. I think it needs to be examined now, in my opinion. But that's just me. Anyway, let's keep listening. And yeah, you guys could use this content. I do give you all permission. All right, fair use.
I jam. Like, you want to play house with me? Let's play house.
I love it.
I love house. You want me to build a house and then furnish the house and then make it better of a house?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
You want me to make it a home?
But sometimes it's those moments that like really push you. Open your
Yeah.
eyes to the world. Like, oh wait, I don't need a man.
Right.
Yeah.
I can survive without a man.
You
in
don't need
my
no
life.
damn man.
I
I mean,
don't
they're just
need
men are just like a
none.
little
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat.
So
like
do
a
you
side.
still feel like you're like healing past?
Let me rewind that back for y'all. They said men are a treat. Interesting. Let's rewind that back, guys.
And
I
I mean, they're
don't
just
need
men are just like a
none.
little
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat.
It's
So
like
do
a
you
side. You want me to?
And
I
I mean,
don't
they're
need
just men are just like a
none.
little
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat.
It's
So
like
do
a
you
side.
still feel like you're like me to make it a home?
But sometimes it's those moments that like really push you. Open your
Yeah.
eyes to the world. Like, oh wait, I don't need a man.
Right.
Yeah.
I can survive without a man.
You
in
don't need
my
no
life.
damn man.
I
I mean,
don't
they're just
need
men are just like a
none.
little
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little
It's
something.
a little treat.
me to make it a home?
But sometimes it's those moments that like really push you. Open
yes. Yes.
need a man.
Right.
Yeah.
I can survive without a man.
You
in
don't
my
need no
life. Better of a house.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yes.
guys.
Better of a house.
I'm trying to find the
little
pinpoint. I'm trying to find. Okay.
Me to make it a home?
But sometimes it's those moments that like really push you. Open your
Yeah.
eyes to the
yes.
Snack, a little
Me to make it a home?
But sometimes it's those moments that like really better of a house.
me to make it a home? Me to make it a home?
And
I
I mean,
don't
they're
need
just men are just like a
none.
little
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah. And
I
I mean,
don't
they're just
need
men are just like a
none.
little
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat. Snack, a little dessert,
Honestly,
a little something.
It's a little treat.
Yeah, a little treat.
Sorry, I had to rewind back a couple times to find the real pinpoint. It's kind of hard doing it on this, but you get the point, guys. Modern Western women. That's where we at. They think you're a little fun, you're a little snack. So how the hell they really value relationships? Like literally, the dating game out here makes sense why it's trash. You going into it in not good faith. Like literally, you go into this not in good faith. That's where we're at. You go into this not in good faith. Hold on. All right, let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
So
Like
do
a
you
side.
still feel like you're like healing past
Oh yeah.
Everything that you have had go on.
this past year?
But the way that you just said, I have
yeah.
I have a random question, but the way that you were just like, oh, like play a wife without a ring. Like, are there anything like in all of your past relationships, you said that you love to do that, so I'm sure it's happened before, but do you have like opinions on that now? Like, I'll never do this in my next relationship.
Yeah.
I'll never give this
Yeah.
much of myself if I'm not gonna have a ring on my finger, be committed fully to somebody. Like, because a lot of times women do get in these relationships, especially with high profile people. You feel like you have to be this super woman and do all of these things without a ring. It's like, sometimes I feel like women have like this mindset of, I have to earn the ring. Like,
yeah.
you get what I mean? And I definitely know, like, from having dated people who play football myself, like that kind of, I've talked about the hierarchy of things with that, like the baby mamas, the girlfriends, the fiancés, the wives, like it's like this whole thing. So like, do you feel like now going into relationships, you would manage everything differently?
Yeah, I think naturally, as women, we're like groomed to think that we're nurturers. Like that's our innate desires to like take care of a man and to take care of a household, which is true. But I think we need to do a better job, just like a society or as women, like to teach other women, like that's not your responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Like your number one responsibility, take care of you.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
your number one responsibility is to have your dreams in order, to have some ambition and some drive and some focus for that. And then if things align,
Right.
okay, start building that house with a person that showed that they are deserving of that time and
Yeah.
effort. I'm not gonna ever say like never say never. Like I'll never be the girlfriend that helps with the wifey, activities or whatever. But even like recently, for example, I was talking to a guy who I'm no.
Now, mind you, if you doing yourself, I mean, I guess that's cool. But the one thing I don't really understand, and this is why, ladies, you gotta be really honest and be realistic. There's a time and clock for everything. I mean, personally, you wait things for online, right? Okay, so at what age? Because there's a time clock. 'Cause most people, when they say they're still getting this stuff together, you as ladies say you want to get married. At what age? And this is the real killer. And I'm gonna mention it. I remember Kevin Simmons did broadcast of what age black women, especially like the one Kayla Nicole that's on here, at what age you want to get married. And that is actually, when he asked the question to the ladies, that actually makes more better sense, because now there's an actual timetable that they gotta start looking and say, I need to settle down. And from what I could recall from that broadcast, and this is like probably 3 years ago, or it could be 2 years ago. I think it's 2 years ago. I think the majority of ladies that did call in, they said the age, and I would say I will round the average from what they said that they feel comfortable of looking to get married is roughly 29-ish or 30. I think it was 28, but I would say roughly close to 30. I would say 30 of Garrett that they're going to start considering thinking of looking for or wanting to get married. And like how Kevin did said, that's way too old. I mean, which I think it is. I mean, depending, but now if you have kids, then yeah, you hurt yourself, and maybe 30 years old, depending if the man has kids, would probably make more sense. But over that, if you don't have the kids and you wait that long, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just know. Anyhow, let me keep running this. Fair use, fair use.
Who you're talking to now?
Look, yeah,
because it's a tight.
It's tight.
Ship
So what
over
are some
here.
non-negotiables though?
It's a
After
tight
you,
ship. Let me tell you one. So this is what he moved into a new apartment. God, I hope he sees this. He's gonna be like, Kayla, what the?
Lock in.
He moved into a new apartment and was like, help me. Like, will you help me furnish it? And it was an immediate hard no. Like, I don't do that anymore. I've done
Yeah.
that before, and I don't do that anymore. Like, bless you. Love your new space. I hope
Right.
it turns out great, but I will not be picking out couches
Right.
and flatware.
I
and
can Google you
sheets.
a number to somebody who
Yeah.
can help you
Yeah,
with that.
an interior
but-
decorator.
Heavenly.
Right, literally.
Like, unless you want to put me on payroll, I'm not doing nothing
Right.
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah, I mean, even
Oh, okay. I like that spirit. I do love that. I like that. I like that. All right, you say you will not do enough free. Okay. So in return, sweetie, the man is not obligated to do anything for you without a fee. And I remember the old man just said this, that, you know, anytime you know, it's funny. I had the reference of the content creators, but it hones in on what we're witnessing here. That I think the old man did say that, told a lot of men that you should not be doing anything for free. That your time is priceless. Instead, if they want you to do something, you tell them they must book a session. No. Yeah, so personally, I don't know, man. Yeah, if she feels that she's not obligated at all to do anything but expect everything, you're gonna have to move a little differently, gentlemen. I mean, and mind, she's one of, could be many ladies, gentlemen, you know, give or take. But if she's not, and ladies, you understand what Kayla is saying right now, because she's in that environment where she's not around regular dudes. But for her to really think that she's going to really hold the cards of when you want to get married, or even go as far as you're dictating the relationship, you're sadly mistaken. Especially if you deal with any man that doesn't like to waste time. Which a lot of men, if you're not dealing with the athletes, you're going to be veering and dealing and occupy your time with other groups of men. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use.
now, like, I'm in a relationship and like I've had to like tell myself certain times, like, don't do certain things, don't go too far. Like, I'm gonna do everything a girlfriend should be doing, and it ain't that much.
It's sad though to have to
sucks.
limit
Like,
yourself though. It kind of sucks to
but-
put yourself on that restraint, like in a relationship. I don't know.
It
When do
does.
you feel like it's time to actually step up and do those certain type of things in the relationship? When he shows that.
Yeah, because I don't think that you can put a timestamp on it. I don't think that there's like year 2 is when
Yeah.
it's appropriate. I think you have to really feel it out. I think that like if you and your partner are aligned, you guys have similar goals and aspirations for your relationship.
Yeah.
3 weeks in, you feel like, oh, this is my person, and he wants me to help him move into his space, then do that. In this particular situation, I didn't feel that way.
Right.
Like, and in this particular situation, he had done nothing to make me feel like, oh, this is a safe space for me to let my guard down
Right.
and to be this nurturing woman.
Right.
That's just not gonna happen.
How is the dating scene now that because you've been out
Trash.
of I was about to say you've been out of it for 5 years, so you come back and it's trash.
It is.
It's a scary thing.
It is
Yeah, I'm afraid. I don't
it's
wanna
like
go
a-
out there.
A nightmare. It is like a horror film.
Really?
Yeah.
And ladies, that's what the gentlemen have said on the opposite side as well. It's also trash as well. Ain't it ironic? Ain't it ironic? Wow. Wow. But hey, this is the consequence when you waste time out there for the years you spent and then put yourself back out in this market. And you say you're not really doing nothing anyway, so what do you expect? A lot of dudes not getting the outcomes, to be honest. Some are not even getting sex. We want to be honest. And they view the same thing about the dating scene. It's trash as well. Now, I'm hoping when these ladies go into detail to ask her why is the dating market trash out here, because you can't say something you want to quantify if you want to articulate, since they say a lot of ladies are smart, educated, they should be able to articulate why the dating scene is trash, hopefully. But let's see if they will ask that question. Fair use, fair use.
So much so that I'm just not even participating at this
When the last time
point.
you had sex?
I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin.
Same. This year. Damn, I haven't had sex this year.
Really?
2024.
You have a boyfriend?
Yeah, well, I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Oh, he's been gone.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all hear that? Not this chick in the middle. What Kayla said, she playing with hair. Oh yeah, she is getting up her back blown out. She is. Listen, since they are no longer together, she's been doing her thing. And you know what that means, gentlemen? When a lady said, I'm a virgin, all this nonsense, they're on the carousel. They're riding the carousel. And enjoying it and having so much fun bouncing up and down that carousel. And let's be honest. Women need needs too. They can't always depend on the toys they hand. Yes. So and I really don't believe when a lot of women tell me that bullshit about celibacy. I mean, let's be honest. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it at all. You can miss me that crap about you're celibate. I mean, nah, baby, you out here in these streets, like literally, you in these streets, and you are looking for, to bounce and jump because you, like many Western women, are on the carousel, like literally riding the carousel hard and long. Chaos always recommends a lot of lovely ladies. Please don't be like these ladies. Be lonely, depressed, deprived, taking all this worthless medication for your depression, and going out here being out in these streets on the carousel. Don't you do it. Don't you dare do it. I don't want to hear none of y'all complain about out here getting and riding the carousel. That is a choice. That's a choice. Don't give me that garbage. But let's keep listening. Fair use.
Got it. That makes sense. That's nice. That's going to be nice for you.
I know, right?
Wow, I'm excited.
I'm crying.
So it's trash. So like
Yeah,
the
it's
non-negotiable, that's one non-negotiable.
Yeah. What's another, you think?
Yeah, what are your non-negotiables, and like, what do you in your next relationship, like, what do you want out of a partner?
Yeah. Would you date another athlete? I seen you say something about Jalen Hurst. Everybody know he fine. I'll say it too. Look, it's all
Literally,
right.
like everyone has eyes. I got in so
Yeah.
much trouble for that. But that's also like, that is my personality. If you know me,
Yeah.
I know that my intentions are pure. And also like, I'm a girl's girl. He has a girlfriend. I have no
Yeah.
intention of trying to slide in there.
Wait, did he have a girlfriend when you tweeted that?
Apparently.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it's in trouble. I didn't even know you had a
I'm sure
girlfriend.
that she would agree that that is a fine man. Just
Right.
like
I think
the
we
rest
all
of
know
And
the
he's from the
world.
South too.
Yeah, and he's a whole package. I'm not gonna sit here and pick him up because they're gonna get me. You want to see for yourself. Go on his Instagram. I don't know, Google it, but you'll see. You will see. That's a fine man.
So you would date another athlete?
Okay, so I'll never say never. But I fully, wholeheartedly believe that I am like out of the athlete stage. I would love to just date someone that. I do think that I'm attracted to men in positions of power. I also think that those type of men are attracted to me. So I would love to date like a executive of a
No, sweetie. The men that is in power, if they're spending, they're not just dating, they're effing you. There's a difference. Yes, they're attracted because what you look head to toe, and we hope that you're able to, ride and get some good screwing, and be the throat goat of the night for said powerful man, especially businessmen. They say they are attracted. Yes, they're attracted. Say, let me just sign this. Make sure how much I'm paying for this chick right here, and then sign off, and then keep pushing. You get sex, nothing more. But in all the other stuff, nah. It's a bad investment. Let's keep listening. Phrase.
record
Right.
label or a movie producer. So then we could like go to the sporting events. Like let's
Right.
date night be courtside
Yeah.
of Laker game. That's my kind of guy.
Yeah, that's me.
I don't really need to go to any more sporting events
She-
because I have a jersey on with somebody's name on the back. I did that. I did that. It was fun.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, and he got all your best years. And he's moving on up to better things, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And the funny thing, like I said, and it's funny. A lot of men do pay attention of your dating history. Especially men that got money and got really connection and guy like that. They're not so vested to really entertain a lady like her. And I can't say Kayla is a 3 or 4 because it looks like she does value relationships, I guess. But she's not moving like she's, moving like a purpose, I mean, you were in this relationship for over 5 years and nothing came out of it. Not only nothing came out of it, you up here put the man on blast on social media that he didn't pay nothing during the 5 years. What man wants to deal with that? Like literally, what man really wants to deal with that? And now you say I'm going to be transition from athletes to no, baby. Athletes are your lane. If you're a black man right now, black man, if you listen to this, I'm telling you, and you're not gonna probably catch it because this is a small channel anyway. But screw it, I'm gonna go there. Man, let me make myself big. Screw that, let me go there. Blow this chick's back out and make sure she be the best throat goat you have, my nigga. Do not wipe this up. Hell, have a good time. You might spend some money if needed. If you can get away with it, which you might, but you might not, most likely. And send her back her merry way. The notion, the saying, and do I even have this? Let me see. Hold on, I'm trying to see if I have this. Notion, fellas. Some women are just good for a fun time, and that after that fun time is done, now I don't have it. You send her back on her jolly ways. That's all. That is all. Anyhow, you know the drill, guys. I don't tell you much. Fair use, fair use.
She said the same thing. Then she got back with another football player.
Okay. Yeah, I was like,
happens.
I'm done with that thing.
On episode 2, she said it.
It's like,
now
I'll
we on
never
episode
date another
30.
athlete.
Are you regretting your decision?
No.
No, he's a sweetheart.
I have an angel of a man. He is not like any athlete I've ever dated before.
I love that.
Completely different. And it's literally day and night. I've talked about it. It's literally like weird for me dating somebody who's not toxic, who's not manipulative, a liar, who's stuck his dick in every woman, who's out here tricking and doing all this extra stuff.
But how you know that? But how you know? You're not him. You're not around him 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Now, the one thing, men, we could do better. Especially if you're an athlete and you got money, like you let these women let up front know saying, we could be this, but I'm going to entertain other women. I'm not sure why a lot of dudes telling this thing that you're not going to be exploring your options, rather good or bad. I don't see that as a reality. For her to sit there, run her mouth, and say, this dude's not toxic, which is cool, and all that stuff, and he won't cheat. I had to question that. I mean, literally, I got to question that. You're going to have a harem of women that wants to get at you. Only thing she needs focuses to do her end of the bargain. Play a role, especially if she's a girlfriend. Play a role, make it life a little easier on you. And then in return, you're going to give her a nice exchange of not only the phallus, but, your protection and a little money here and there. But regardless of this so-called saying that he doesn't cheat, I mean, out here. Men always have the opportunity, especially the more he has and the more popular, women are going to get at him. It is what it is. Can't say it's right or wrong, but you know the deal, baby. There's more you and less of him. And especially if he's like the one that is 1%, you better tell somebody. I don't know about that, but let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use.
stuff. I mean, he tricking on me, but hey, I'm just saying.
I love that for you. I love that for you.
You know, so
Yeah, because
it's
I would
nice.
hate, like, I don't think that, I don't live by the, all athletes are the same and all
Right.
men are the same. Like, I don't feel that way. I just
Yeah.
know that, like, I've experienced it. It's not an easy lifestyle to adjust to. Like, when we're talking about, like, sacrificing and things like that, like, a lot of times their career takes you know, the priority in the situation because,
Right.
like, where does your man play? Oh, right. Okay, so I got it. Never mind. Hey, keep it under wraps. Got it. Wherever he plays, I'm assuming you have to go and visit him,
Yes.
which means that you're away from your home,
Right.
which means
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
have to put work on the back burner
Yeah.
sometimes, or your schedule changes. Like, those are natural things as a woman that happen in these
Yeah.
situations, which
I mean, I'm thankful that I'm like one of the women who like have their own thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
Because like
That's so important.
Yeah, like I mean,
It would
I
be easy to
see-
get lost.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
see
God,
girls
yeah.
all the time on TikTok who like you go to their page and everything is their husband, everything is their boyfriend, everything revolves around that man, and it's just like I look at it and I'm like, God damn, I don't want to be like y'all. Like
Yeah.
I need to do.
Well, let's quantify. Let's look at that, shall we? If everything's about the man, that means they're more into the man than themselves. Now, yes, we want ladies to really make the time to be productive and find things that is feminine and things that's girly that occupy their time. But there's nothing wrong that they always emphasizing putting their men up front and flossing through the other so-called hands of the ladies of the night. I mean, she's more loving and invested into this than the man, which nothing wrong with that because at least she knows that she's gonna do what she needs to do to keep the relationship interesting. I have no problem with that. And one thing you gotta understand, ladies, let's be honest. Once that's in a relationship and is in a really healthy relationship, let's be honest. A lot of women don't like it when you start flaunting your man in front of them because it brings jealousy, envy, and it also, if you're not careful, and let's hope you don't have no envy in your heart as a woman that's in this relationship with this man, set man, that she will go as far as to bang your husband. It is what it is, You put in front and say something as a prize, something that's nice and treasured. Another woman's gonna try to get that. So, just something to let y'all know. Let's keep listening.
My own thing, baby. Like I can't do it.
I
Like,
don't see it going there.
I'm supporting you.
She's like,
doing
and
that.
I could never.
I hated it.
I just can't do it. Like, I mean, maybe if we're married, like I would, make it a bigger deal and like make it a way bigger priority for myself. But like I got shit to do too. And like if we're not married, like I can't put my life on the back burner because you could be here today and gone tomorrow. Breakups happen. I've been through them. Like I'm not about to just because if like my man is paying all my bills and doing all this thing, I still gotta get my check because if we break up, baby, I can't be broke.
Very true.
No, seriously.
But right now, y'all are private.
Yeah.
Publicly saying here, but private because you don't know each other. Would you keep your next relationship private because you've dealt with so much public scrutiny?
Oh my gosh. But I say that all the time, but the reality is it's like when you're in love,
You just want to show them off.
your head is in the clouds. I don't know if I would be able to be 100% private, but I do value privacy, and I also think too, like, relationships and breakups happen, and it would probably be a lot easier to deal and cope with if everybody doesn't know the ins and outs of your relationship.
Yeah.
So I think initially I would be very private for a very long time.
Yeah.
How long?
Like marriage, like we're at wedding day.
Right.
Yeah, but that's how it is. Usually, if you're in marriage on an obvious, you don't want to be telling everybody what's in the marriage. I mean, come on, everybody. The problem with these stupid conversations, you're not gonna tell the whole world, especially social media, which a lot of women consume, i.e., especially Black women consuming the most. There's an article right now on my few live streams. I did cover the article where Black women on social media a lot, like literally, that you're too invested to put up your business, the good and bad, ugly between you and your man. Especially if you're married. The whole world doesn't want to know about your marriage on social media. Shut the F up and keep that private. Keep your mouth closed. I envision if your significant other is on social media and she's putting out your business like that, I think that should be grounds for divorce, personally. Because in my opinion, you don't have no discernment. You can't keep your mouth quiet. Why are you telling people your business? I mean, really? Come on. Come on. Now, I agree with her. She if you're in a relationship, and most likely you might find a non-black man, give or take, possibly, if you can get him. You're gonna still put him out in Front Street. You're gonna still show him off because you know how black men are. They're very loud. I mean, literally very loud. I mean, my issue is if you're in love, you express not only yourself but to the world, but you don't tell the whole world everything. You just show it. You show the good side, give or take, and that's maybe pretty much it at times, But overall, you should not really keep things too private, especially in this day of digital age. It's not really logical to keep things private. So if you're going to move the way, especially if you talk about relationships, you must move smarter, not stupider. If people see you and your husband or your boyfriend, that's good. And regardless the details of what is in your relationship, you should keep to yourself. That will be better approach. And when I mean keep to yourself, it means don't post about the intrinsic business of your relationship to the world. I think a lot of women today do a poor job keeping their business. Yeah, they can see who you are, take pictures, that's fine. It ain't gonna hurt them. But in regards to the real details, you should keep that private. Like literally, you should keep that private. If you don't have that discipline, then I don't know what to say. Anyhow, let's keep listening. Fair use.
I
Till
don't
I
know.
walking down the aisle.
We elope and it's like, surprise.
Yeah.
This is my man and my kid.
I feel like that's where I'm at. Yeah, literally.
my kid's 3.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Like, I feel like that's where I'm at too. Like, I just want to keep it private. And like, the internet is just so irritating because like, obviously, like, I'm not gonna like first of all, I have a whole podcast, have to talk about my life.
Yeah.
Have to be transparent to some certain degree.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, I'm gonna say what my man's career is because it affects my life.
Yeah.
But like, I haven't wanted to like put his name out there or like do anything like that. And like the people who have just been on my line, on my ass, like trying to detect it and put pieces together. And I literally just made a TikTok video about this. And I'm like, what does it do for you?
Yeah.
Obsession.
Yeah, to like cross my boundary when I'm like, I don't want you guys to know who I'm dating. You guys know I'm dating somebody. You know his profession. Leave it at that. And if you put the pieces together, keep it to yourself. Tell your sister, your cousin via text.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Like,
if I could give you any advice, it would be to keep that. Like, because people can't ruin what they don't know about. You know what I mean?
Girl,
like, they can't.
very true.
You can't
And-
protect the things that you value.
You know, every girl is going to come with a story,
yeah.
a screenshot.
I can't deal with that. Like, one time we were talking one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Don't even
And
do
then
it.
it's
It's not
like,
worth it.
also I have like past experiences of like, even when a man isn't doing something, if he's out or even just like
Oh, God,
says
yeah.
something to a girl, you get a
Yeah.
video and then it like makes your heart drop into your ass and you're like, was he doing something? And then it's like, you have to have a whole, argument or disagreement or like confusion in your mind about what's going on. And it's like, no, I know we're good. I know I trust you. But like when you see people sending you shit, it makes you be like, oh my God, am I getting embarrassed?
Absolutely. Become insecure in your situation.
Right. So that is just.
I'm going to have to say, I'm not going to be nice. I think a lot of you ladies, personally, regardless if you have business, if you're doing social media business, I would highly recommend y'all guys get out. You get off social media altogether. If it's that bad where they know you and him are boyfriend, girlfriend, or even go as husband and wife, and someone's showing you pictures of saying things on your timeline and you having a certain feeling, that tells me you need to get off social media altogether. And here's why. Because that is the purpose of social media. Is there to socialize, but also cause harm if not careful. If you don't know how to use this tool effectively and you go by your emotions as a woman, this will destroy you. I think the reason why a lot of relationships have ended and been destroyed because a lot of you ladies don't know how to use social media properly. And this is why I would say if you don't know how to use this tool, stay away from the tool. You're going to injure yourself. End of story. If you don't know how to use this tool properly, you should not be messing around with this tool. I'm a man, I could deal with social media, no problem. I'm not get drawn out on emotion. But I find, and I'm noticing time after time after time, that a lot of ladies, you don't understand how to use social media effectively. You use the social media for bullish. If anybody's posting and sending you message and information about you and your husband and it like in a way that's gonna make you feel away, you gotta question yourself, why you letting that bother you? That's on purpose. They put that out there to get you in an emotion. Remember, Facebook got in some serious-ish 4 years ago, or rough now, 5 years ago, in regards how their platform is being displayed and used. The lady that used to work for them said they use the algorithms to feed negativity to you, so it gives you an emotional response. Because the more you act and move emotionally, it's gonna make you not do two things: spend money, which that's what they want you to do anyway. Spend money because you're an emotional spender, and to constantly be on these apps for gossip and bullshit. So you got to use social media as matter of fact. When he says, I might have to create a social media class on YouTube to show how to use social media properly. I might do that. I might have to start doing that. I'm gonna say this is social media for dummies, for ladies. I might have to start doing that. I'm gonna think about it. Anyway, let's keep going. Fair use, fair use.
Not
A
worth
no-go
it.
for me.
Not worth it.
Since you are single right now, I know that's. I mean, I know that sounds crazy because you've been you've been in such a relationship for so long. Do you feel like the pressure of society? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to start all over at 31. I'm gonna have to like figure it all out. I'm gonna go into this dating pool. I can understand how scary it can be going straight into that from being with somebody who you thought was everything that you planned on being for the rest of your life. So how did you figure that out? How are you still figuring that out?
Bruh. Really? Say this man is gonna be the rest of your life. You've been in this relationship again. I'm gonna reiterate. You invested 5 years, like literally 5 years, into something that of the possibility of an actual marriage, not a relationship, a marriage with this man. And it comes to turn out that he did not even want to think of even marrying you. To sit there saying that, you know, this is your love life. No, he did not really care or love you. He used like anything else. You're a means to a greater end. If you're not there just to be there for sex, because let me tell you something, at least you know it's already, and you don't really care. Most non-black men in general use black women as objects. Not saying that non-black women use black men as objects, but we all know when it comes to this thing with dating and the access to intercourse, they definitely will use black women as that object tool to get a release. And they have proclaimed it and made it on it, to be honest, to do so. There are some non-black men, some of them that are Billy Bobs, unfortunately. If they were not getting access to the women they want here in America, they will go outside America to third world countries, particularly where there's black and maybe brown women, and get easy access to intercourse. Mr. Charlie, Chad, Brad, they will do that. Because they know saying that they're not really, if they're not really getting a woman that they want, which is their own woman, some of them will choose to have intercourse with black women and brown women. And some will even choose to become incelians and won't want no woman at all if they can't have what they want. So if you give or take, you invested 5 years for nothing and you gain nothing. There was no outcome out of it. You waited too long, you stayed too long into it, and he took full advantage. There should be a lesson learned. Let's keep listening. Fair use, fair use. Let's hear an answer.
Or do you feel
Absolutely.
pressure like
Do you
with,
feel pressure to do that?
you know?
Yeah, I think like there's societal pressure, obviously, like, you know, there's a ticking, you know, time
Time
bomb,
bomb.
and like we only have eggs for so long.
Right.
You mean that tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock? Yes, that's your biological clock. Tick tock, tick tock. It's ringing, and it's ringing loud as every year goes by. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and it goes out as you touch around the 30 range and beyond. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yes, that is the pressure. Get to the picture. You know what it is. Fair use.
Absolutely, but I think just like internally within myself, pressure. You know,
Yeah.
like when you're growing up and you think like, oh my gosh, by 25, I'm gonna
Right.
be married.
Why
and
is
a
it always
kid.
25?
I don't know.
Why
what
did
that
we think
benchmark-
it was
I
25?
don't know what
Why?
that number is, but
No.
it's so ridiculous.
We were
Maybe if we
all-
lived in Wisconsin.
also like I sucked at 25. Like I
Yeah.
would have been a horrible wife and mother.
Horrible.
Like there would have been it would
But you're horrible now. You have not changed now. What are you talking about? You're not even gonna do the small things. And you're asking now at 30, 31 going 32 now. I think you say you're ready. I don't know. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I mean, yeah, let's keep going. Fair use.
would just like not have been the vibes.
Girl,
So, like,
same, literally. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
I think like the best advice that I got though post my recent breakup was like, because I kept saying that like I have to start from scratch, like, and
Yeah.
I'm mortified and I'm terrified and I'm gonna be 32.
Yeah.
Like what am I gonna? That my timeline is typically like I want to date for 3 years and then like
Right.
I want to get married for 2
Exactly.
and then like okay, so now I'm at what's that? What's 32
Yes.
plus 6?
Yeah, 3 years. Sweetie, you're going to have to reevaluate that. That's too long. If you give yourself dating for 3 years, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I'm sorry. Around your age, that's probably 32. I mean, I would say you don't give anything if it's not going anywhere beyond than what you're expecting. It should not be no greater than a year and 6 months, maybe 12 months. And I would say we go as far as 15 months. But in regards to like 3 years, I mean, is it just me or a lot of black women when they talk this nonsense, they're self-sabotaging themselves? Is it just me? I don't know. I might be delusional, but this sounds like self-sabotaging. So if you're in the dating field right now and you find somebody this year, you're gonna be 32. You're gonna be waiting up to your 35 to hopefully get married. That don't sound right. I mean, but anyway, let's keep us in fair use.
No.
Right, that number.
38.
38?
I'm gonna be 38 and then I'm gonna be a mom
Yeah.
at 4. Like you start running all these
Yeah.
numbers in your head.
A mom at Hold on, guys. I gotta mute myself. Uh, y'all ladies do it, man. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all do it. I don't know what to say, man. Is this where we at now? You're pushed to be mothers at age 40. 40 effing years. Screw it. You might as well go the Ebony K route and say, screw it. Let me just get some vial of a man's essence and just artificially inseminate myself and call it a day. If my egg's still good. If I'm not freezing my eggs. Like, shh. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous. This is really ridiculous, man. All right, let me keep going. How much more time in this tape? I don't know if I want to go for all this, man. It's just bothering me going for this, but let's keep going. Fair use.
But the best advice that I got was essentially like, I'm not starting from scratch. Like all of my relationships have been building blocks to mold me into the woman that I am now. And so like when I meet the right person, I'm not starting from scratch, but I'm starting from like this developed, evolved, confident, self-assured version of myself.
Right.
And
That
I'm
is
more ready
so
than now. Like
good.
I'm more ready now to be a wife or a mother than I was before.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't lose any of those things that I learned in the past.
I
If
love
anything,
that.
I'm bringing
I
value
really
into something
actually
new.
love that. Yeah, because I haven't heard that either. Like that's such a good response to that because it makes you question yourself and what's the next step when it's just like I thought I had my whole life figured out.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's like terrifying. So
Yeah.
anybody going through that, like, I get it. But it's just like it's a new beginning. As corny as that sounds, it's a new beginning, which is like exciting too.
Yeah.
And you literally could meet your husband tomorrow.
Literally.
And get married in 6 months.
And
You
I
just
tell
never
myself
know.
that.
Would you be
much
ready
it
for
is
your
a
husband
commitment.
right now?
Oh my God, ready.
Really?
He's going to have to do a little healing work. We're going to have to heal together.
Oh hell! Oh hell no! No, red flag, sweetie. That's not how that works, bro. Oh God, boy, I miss real interviewers, man. This lady's not asking no real serious question. See, women like Kayla Nicole or the women that's on here, if they were on a brother's podcast, he asked the real definitive questions, real serious questions. This is like salon talk. This is like soft questions here, conversations. It's not getting nowhere. Like literally. Now, can I say there's gonna be some stupid idiot business simp out here that's willing to put a ring on it? I cold-hearted will believe there will be one out here because let's be honest, the society conditioned a lot of men, Western men today, to be simps. Very few of them are not gonna put no crap, especially ones with money. So I can't say it's not possible she'll find some dude that maybe is a businessman, maybe, and will decide to tie her down in 6 months, and eventually work on her bullish and her problems mentally, and say we're gonna work together. Absolutely effing not. No man. And hear me well. And let me take myself. Hear me well. Do not ever wife or think of marrying a woman and she got a lot of baggage mentally. If she does not do the simple groundwork in correcting that while she meets you, she's gonna be actually held while you tie her down officially. I'm sorry. People not gonna like this, but let's keep it up. That's the last thing you want to be doing. Especially a man, and if you ain't got no baggage yourself mentally, spiritually, and let's say you don't even got kids. Do you really want to get yourself caught up on that nonsense? I don't think so. No, I wouldn't think so either. Let's keep listening. Fair use.
Get a
I would be
therapist.
open to it. I tell myself that like often though, like when I'm getting ready to go out, like, oh, tonight's the night.
Oh my God, I do that too.
Tonight's the
Well, I
night.
used
And
to
meet
do
my
that.
husband. Like tonight's the
Really?
night. And then I come home, I'm like, all right, tomorrow night.
Because the dating pool is trash. Like literally, when I was single, I would do that. I'd be like, well, maybe I'll meet my soulmate. Maybe I should just go.
maybe
I
I
would go and be
should.
like, what the?
I'm going home.
He ain't in this motherfucker.
Like in the strip club, like, what
What is this? Where y'all got me at?
Right. It's because we're in the wrong places.
No,
That's
literally.
really what it is. We're not at doctor conventions.
Yeah,
we're
you
in the
gotta
club. No.
I think that my husband is at Whole Foods.
Oh, girl, that's
Like
a good
Erewhon.
one.
Oh, or Erewhon. It's a good
Erewhon.
tax
Erewhon.
bracket. Yeah, between the hours of like
I hear that. I hear people meet people in the
5 and
grocery
7.
store.
Yeah, like people get off work
100%.
and they go apparently and they buy food to go cook at home.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy.
Definitely not a gym guy at all. I feel like when I see men
yeah.
with two muscles, if you're not an athlete, professional, I feel like you have all the time in the world because you have no
Right.
job. You have all the time in the world to work out. You have nothing else to do.
you're a
So you're
YouTube
broke
gym
and
guy?
you're muscular. I'm like, no.
That is quite the assumption.
Yeah,
That's
like, no.
funny.
That's
Like, I'm
funny.
not seeing that.
That is very funny. Should we take a shot?
Oh, yeah. Let's take a shot.
Let's take a
Shot up
shot.
It's supposed to be dry January for me.
Girl, she done.
She just drank every
She
episode.
has said this, and she has drank every day of January.
She's lying. I have only drank 2 times.
3.
No, 2.
Oh.
And
Oh, one thing. Let me check how we doing the likes? Okay, I've not been checking lately, so let me do that now, guys. Hold on, guys, 1 second. Okay, look like we're doing fine. The likes. Make sure you guys share the content as well, and support the channel as well. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Fair use. Fair use.
The second time,
It's the second week of January.
Okay,
No, I'm just kidding.
but I didn't have any hard liquor the second time.
Yeah, I don't do
Wine
that. That's why I
doesn't
don't do
count.
that. I feel like you jinx yourself when you have
I
like
know,
New
right?
Year's resolutions and dry January and restriction.
Right.
Exactly.
People are doing the, what is it, 72 hard?
Here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's like
doing
72 many days for me.
Girl, I could never do no damn 72 days.
72.
I
sounds
feel like if you do
insane.
72 days, it's like you have to live in like bump nowhere, have nothing to do, not get invited
Yeah.
anyways, like getting invited anywhere.
If I need to stop drinking, I gotta change my friends. Starting.
No, but also it's like what cracks me up is people be like dry January on like their public page, and then on their close friends are like, but we shrooming. It's like, all right, bro.
I don't think it works like
Yeah,
that.
I think
last
it
time I
meant
went out-
anything.
I was like, don't tell anybody.
Look at it. They're gonna be getting drunk right now as we see it fit. God damn, they about to be drunk as hell. But anyway, hold on, guys. I'm just trying to find some right now before I continue. As I'm finding some, make sure you guys hit the like button, the share. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Well, who want to bet these ladies drink a Patron? One of them sweet drinks. 'Cause you know, a lot of women, they don't drink a lot of heavy drink. They drink that sweet ass drink. Yeah. Anyway, let's keep listening. Fairies.
I'm drinking.
Cheers.
I'm telling about cheers.
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 Blink, blink.
Right.
Okay, I'm scared.
Yeah, it was cold. No? Okay. No.
Ooh.
Wow. I just gulped into the mic.
I have a question.
That's crazy.
So, since 2023 was crazy, like obviously, like behind the likes, you have to have a really good circle of friends because
Yeah.
we just talked about Halle Bailey being pregnant. Everybody was like, "Oh my goodness!" Like she got a good, solid core group of people around her. Didn't nobody, leak her secrets or what she's going on. Obviously, I'm sure that you've like talked to your friends in confidence about things that you would obviously never want anybody to, know. What do you feel about? Like, how important is it to you to have like these group of women
Solid
around you that you feel like you can trust with like everything? And have you ever felt like you can't?
I know firsthand that her friends are overprotective.
Oh, yeah.
I know firsthand, so they are 1,000% overprotective of her.
Y'all,
That's
Shy
a
was about
great
to
thing.
fight her friend. That
No,
was the
Shy-
girl. It was her friend, y'all.
And look, I was so enamored with her. I didn't even care about what she was even going through. So literally, I have like a 5-minute video of me just dancing.
Yeah.
Which it's an interesting video. I'll show you. After
You was
this.
like, and actually,
Yeah, and
looking
then-
back, it was
Looking
crazy.
back, it was crazy. We dancing. That's people showing their titties over there. And
No.
I'm like, and then
Wait,
Literally, it was a lot. It was a
wait.
lot. Like no, showing my camera the titties. Like yeah.
Why were they doing that?
Because it was a good time. Like I was just like,
Period.
yeah. And then I go to you and your friends like, get that fucking. I'm
Right.
like,
Just a little backstory. Not that like
Oh, yeah.
every party we have,
Yeah.
they're showing.
No, no
titties.
party
I
is
didn't know
like that.
I didn't-
no.
I
but
mean, I've been
listen.
to a couple. Yeah, whatever.
It was a friend's birthday party though.
Yeah, but
Like,
it was fun. We ended up getting on the roof and like rooftop.
I think was she maybe showing her just because she was about to get her boobs done. Weren't we having that conversation?
Probably. Yeah.
Whatever. Either.
Yeah, and again, more fake bodies. You know how it is, fake boobs. But it is what it is. It comes with territory. Fair use.
Right. Whatever it was.
That's some LA
It was
shit.
harmless, and you started recording me, but like.
No, I had been recording.
Sorry. She was already recording and then turned the camera to me, and a girlfriend of mine saw that and went into defense mode. So
'Cause
to
they
answer
were-
your question,
Yeah.
we're just living in a time where like people, not even just me, like everyone, we're overexposed, we're overconnected, we're overstimulated.
Right.
And people really just be trying to protect me because, yeah, like you would never intentionally do this, but say you post that.
Yeah.
Say there was somebody showing their titties
I didn't
in
even
the
know
back.
what y'all were talking about.
say you do that,
Yeah.
the way the blogs work, like it'll make its way, and it'll trickle its way all the way to the whatevers, the shade rooms, and the
My whole
By the way, it was my
TMZs.
titties. No, I'm just kidding.
and plot twist, it was me. Like I feel like you have to be, which sucks, but that's the person that I become too. I'm hyper aware. I'm hypersensitive. Like
I think you in this moment do have to be hypersensitive,
Yeah.
but also I feel like in LA we definitely have like this code of silence that people know better than to like
Yeah.
post
Oh,
certain
yeah.
things
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
do malicious things because
Yeah.
first of all,
Especially when you have common sense.
yeah,
You know
we're
what I'm saying?
yeah, like we're around people in this industry literally all the time. We know better. Don't take your phone out. Don't point it at nobody.
You were literally like, okay, like not to be rude, but like I don't give up about her. And I'm like, no, for real. Like,
She ain't shit. No, she,
Yeah, no, that,
you're like, what?
I'm like, no, but like honestly, why would she care?
She was like that. I was like, I like her. I care about her now.
But I do think having like a really strong nucleus of people around you is so important. Like the world is so weird, the internet's so strange.
Yeah.
And it's easy to start to believe that like that's like the reality. Like, oh my God, everyone is against me, everybody hates me, everybody has this like negative opinion and view of me. So you need people to like keep you grounded and protected and feeling safe, honestly.
yeah.
And which, looking back, I can completely understand that. And like I understood it even in that moment. I'm just like, I get it, and I understand because it is like you do need I tell people all the time, like when I moved here, I got a solid foundation because I'm from the South and family's important to me. So I'm like, the closest thing I have to my family if I'm
your
by myself is
friends.
my friendships.
Yeah.
So you have to be surrounded by like love and people who care about you and who have your literal best interest. Now, would I say talking about personal things at a party? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
That's winter all the time too. I'm like, look, I'm trying to get up. Why are we having this deep combo right now? I'm like, and that's what I felt like when I actually started paying attention. I was like, you don't even look like you having fun right now.
God damn. That's what they do with their time. That's what they do with their time. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
like it matters.
Trying to take you away. I'm like, God damn.
And while I'm looking at it,
Right. I'm crying.
now that I'm really looking at it,
Yeah.
I don't.
like you're mad.
I definitely do.
Why are we about to cry? And I'm like, no, let's not do that. I'm just kidding.
Girl, I love crying when I'm drunk.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'd be like, I'm
too,
trying to
actually.
get
Yeah, you need to stop drinking then. If you cry when you're drunk, that means you're really releasing your real inner ambitions, what you really is on your mind. And that's when you know when a person really where they think or feel you. You really want to know what a real person's real intention is? Give them a good drink. Some really decent liquor. Alcohol of their choice, give or take. And let them see how they really act once they're under influence. And see what happens. Anyway, let's keep going. Fair use.
Every time I'm drunk, I just
Cathartic is the word.
No, literally,
Cleansing.
She'd be like, I'm lit. Let's talk about something serious. I'm like, what?
Literal
verbatim.
You're like, yeah, I want to cry.
tears streaming down my face.
So I was thinking when he did that to me, it was crazy, right?
He had me down.
She's like, excuse
I
you,
swear,
what?
I will never forget. We were at like this house party in Bethel. She was like, all right, I'm lit. Let's talk about something serious. I was like, what?
I was like, can you please go?
I don't really want to.
I just want to have a good time.
Yeah, and I feel like, so
sorry.
you're not that same way. I feel like you're kind of similar to me. Well, when
No, I don't want to cry publicly. I want to go home and cry though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, me.
I'm down
That's
for a
me.
good cry.
I feel like
I
you
love
and
a
I
good
have
cry
had some
session.
fun, embarrassing times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You and I, just
Yeah.
drunk, acting an ass,
Just
dancing the
random-
night away.
random
Everybody's
settings, too.
staring. These look dumb.
Where in
We're
Kansas?
like-
No.
we were never in Kansas. We
I
were
was
never
never
there.
Dorothy.
Wait, and actually,
Man, I regret I should listen to this earlier, man. I feel like fast forwarding this nonsense, but I can't because I one of this ain't our cue points on this whole conversation. But so far, it did lead to the businessman part. So we'll see if anything else more of a more intriguing conversation comes out of this. Let's keep listening. Fair use.
I remember where we met, and I know this is so off subject, but I remember
Really?
where we met.
Okay,
we
where?
met like 10 years ago. I had a photo shoot for my clothing line, and you came
Winter
there,
interviewed you.
interviewed me.
It was hot new hip hop.
Yes, and I remember because you were
Wow.
talking about your journalism thing, and I was like, she do that, and I was like, oh my god, yes, that's what it was.
Wow.
How the tables turn.
We were doing a series.
Right?
Wow, I just
Literally.
burped. Did you guys hear that burp? Did you hear that on the audio? Oh my God. I burped.
It's okay.
Oh.
We burp and fart all the time. If I could force it, I'd fart right now. That's to make you feel more comfortable.
Absolutely disgusting. I do.
Oh my God, these some nasty heifers, man. You do what? You will fart in front of live air? Like, you know, when they talk about the mannerism is not here in the West. I mean, no class, no decorum, no dignity. You think if you're going to like fart, you hold that in. With some respect, you at least hold it in. You don't sit there this part and we can hear it, and we can smell it. Last thing you want to do is hear or smell someone when they sit there pass gas. Don't you do that. Don't you do that. If you're in front of people, like most people, I don't care what they said, you hold it. F that stuff. F it. Like literally. Don't sit there say I'm just gonna pass gas as is. No, don't do that. You hold that in. Don't be nasty. Fair use.
Not like that.
You thought you had a friend, huh?
Don't do that.
I don't like the people fart. Stinks up the whole room.
Wait, no, so we were doing a series though about, I'm trying to remember the name of it. But it was essentially like highlighting like people in the social media sphere, like people that were like doing the thing, that were like new age like influencers and like
Right.
Instagram models.
That was
is what we used to
so
call
long
them.
ago.
No, seriously, that might be
Oh,
like
I looked
8
like a different
years.
person. I had no titties, no ass, no lip fillers, no.
Still that bitch. It's all right.
Honestly, we
No,
were like, can we please
nothing.
get an interview with you, Winter, please?
Look,
And then I show up and I'm like, hi.
We want to interview you.
Yeah, fresh out of college, just like trying to make a way.
That's so cute.
That is really
Actually,
cute.
that's
I'm
cute
glad
that
you
I just
remember
remember
that.
that. I know. And the only reason why I remember that is because I just recently went through my phone and saw the hideous pictures I took that day. And I was like, oh my God, yeah, Kayla was there that day. And I was like, that was the day we met.
Incredible.
Oh my goodness.
would you get back into that? Or are you focused? I know
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to do that now. Like
I
actively.
can see you doing that so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
Like,
Such
what
a
is it?
personable
Who used to
person.
do that a lot? Lala Anthony. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, like
yeah.
they used to call that MC.
I
Like
don't
when you were
know.
on VH1 or like
You've done red
You
carpet
would
stuff
do
too.
that.
Park.
Yeah.
That would be cute.
yeah, I've done all the things, but I'm trying to get back into it. Like
Yeah, you
that
should.
was one of the not downfalls, but like what I struggle with in relationships is like losing sight of my goals.
Mm-hmm.
I will pick up and move everything and be like 10 toes down wherever that person is.
Right.
But
Rich Turner, my brother. How you doing, brother? I'm not sure if you're busy, brother. I gotta drop you a link, man. You have to participate in this conversation, brother. If you're not too busy, brother, please. This video I'm covering right now, Wrench Turner, is gold right now. It's really gold. Oh, guys, as you listen, please hit the like button and subscribe, and please donate to the channel. Yeah, if you can, Wrench Shirt, all is well, my God. Yeah, all is well. You gotta come up here, bro. I know you don't want, I'm not sure if you're busy to chop up with me. I would appreciate it. But this right here, this is a real testament right here. Okay. All right, cool. Let me keep playing.
like that's not feasible when you need to be like in a market like LA. There's not hosting opportunities in wherever I was. Because we weren't in Kansas City. But I'm definitely getting back into it. Like this year is the year for that, even if it means like putting a lot of my like influencer brand partnership things on the back burner. It's so easy to get comfortable in that. The money is insane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hosting money is not even comparable. Like, but it's my passion. Like I enjoy doing that. I love talking to people. I love, like that's my thing. So I'm trying to get back into it.
You're
but I
so
will.
good at it too.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I was going to say, and your collaboration, like your brand deals, the videos are so creative. I'm like, I can tell you put forth a lot of energy. So I'm like, I know she getting paid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like, you put forth a lot of energy and creativity towards it.
Thank you.
So are you doing just the hosting? Are you doing the fashion next too as well? You have something.
Yeah.
It was called
Tribe therapy.
Tribe. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm relaunching. I've kind of always had a fitness wellness page. It used to be called Strong and Sexy.
Sis.
Sis, yeah, and I couldn't get the licensing for it. like
Yeah.
trademark, which is like something.
Oh, really?
people
I
don't
love
tell
that
you.
thing that
Yeah.
you
I
I
did.
know. They don't tell you those things when they're like, be an entrepreneur and start a
Yeah.
business. So
Right.
like that's a huge part of it. You need to get like trademark clearance so that you don't get sued down the line
Yeah.
for using these certain marks or phrases on your apparel. So I did that for like a year trying to get that. Nah, see.
Write that down.
Well, yeah, you won't get sued, but you always got to question, can it be profitable? And that goes to business. And personally, a lot of you ladies, I might have LLCs, but these are not like profitable business. These are not something that corporations, that it can be considered a corporation where society can consume and use. That's a necessity. Hold on. Okay, so let me keep going. Fair use, fair use.
We gotta figure that out.
You do. You need to get trademark clearance. You need to get licensing done. But I tried to do that with this. Couldn't get it done. I tried to do that for like a year. And mind you, I'm doing this on my own with like legal advisors, but it's just like
Yeah.
me trying to figure things out, right?
Right.
Throwing shit out the wall. So I had to change the brand to Tribe Therapy, but I'm happy about it. Like I feel like it focuses more on what I want to do in the fitness space, which is not just like promote having six pack, but also like just focusing on like your mental health.
Yeah.
Prioritizing how you feel internally and not just externally, and blending the two together. Because I really feel like too, like, sorry, not to cut you off.
No.
I feel like mentally, when you're in a good space, your body will follow. So it's like, let's prioritize going to therapy. Let's also like give people therapy resources because it's an expense. I know for a fact
Yeah.
that therapy is a luxury, but it's like changed my life for the better. Just
I was
like
just about
working
to
out.
say that.
has.
Yeah. So
But lady, but Kaylin, you said in the next relationship, if give or take you in another relationship, you said out this same video, and I'm not gonna rewind back. Y'all might have to go rewind back for yourself. She said about that you're gonna deal with the baggage and knowing saying we're gonna work things together in regards whatever you come with baggage, which you got some mental issues, which you look like you confirmed that. Why would a man want to deal with that? And yes, it would be nice for a lot of people to get a clean bill of mental health if you can get it. Which I don't think it's now expensive. I think it's affordable now. I could be wrong. Well, anyway, but still, you pushing an athletic fitness product and you push mental illness. You gotta make it. See, one thing, and I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound effed up. If you're gonna start LLC business, you should stick to one genre and stick to a lane and stick to an actual focus and push on. You should not be mixing physical health with mental health. Don't do that. You're not expert. You're not expert at all. All right. I got Wrench turn here. What's good, Wrench? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's good? What's good? I know you did not catch a good portion of the first 6 minutes of the stream.
Right.
Fill you in briefly on this. And hopefully you get to the replay of this. It seems to me Kayla Nicole is looking for a businessman. She says she's not going to focus on athletes moving forward.
Mhm.
She's not going to say, I'm not going to say I'm going to put him in the back burner. But right now she looking for a man that's in the business area, like a business entrepreneur. I think like an entrepreneur or, like a businessman, like a banker. One of the high esteemed ones, like, what you had in your video,
Right.
one that was running a business, that type she's looking for, that type of man. And that's one scenario. Also, she says in her mind in the same stream that if she does say finds a man and he seals deal within 6 months or one ready to say, because she's ready now to become a wife. That's what she said out of her mouth now at age 31 or 32. She said that wherever she's going through, we're going to go through together, including her mental illness. You get, or things she's going through, you got to work it out with her. And I'm thinking, wait. You have not done the actual shadow work at all to at least get that correctly unchecked. And you want a man of higher means
Mhm.
to deal with all that. And no one said that you're not going to even when you said she said earlier in her mouth that the dude she was dealing with, one before she dealt with Kelsey, you know, the one that the full player.
Travis Kelsey. Yep.
Yeah, that she's not willing to really help, you know, get some affairs or like, you know, like for furniture and stuff. Like, you know, she would help to find what would be good for the apartment, you know, like because now man, you don't have time to really do all that. And you're not gonna spend the money. But you and him are in some form of maybe a relationship.
Right.
She won't do that. So I'm thinking, what man you gonna really qualify? Now
Right.
that these men, and let's be honest, Wrench,
Mm-hmm.
when you talking about the layoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was coming anyway. But
Yep.
if these ways say that, like her, that's in these environments, these circles, looking for these men, you ladies have not been paying attention to men on the podcast telling what men want. First of all, before you even think about saying you want to jump all the way to first class.
Yeah.
Why you want first class and you have not deal with the regular class and work your way up to it, potentially put yourself in a position to maybe get this.
Right.
So that's
Right.
just a brief summary.
Yeah, I find it funny that you know, all of them have these aspirations of interacting with these kind of men, man, and I've been around them for, I said, the better part of the last 10, 15 years. And whatever it is that they offering, bro, those type of men don't want none of that. I would even say, man, and I'm probably gonna do a stream on it probably sometime later in the week. But
Okay.
the biggest issue that we see with a lot of women is the one skill that you definitely need to be successful in business, or you definitely need it to be in a successful relationship with those type of men, and that's accountability. Because in leadership, you have to fall on the sword not only for your mess ups, but sometimes you have to take accountability for other people's mess ups if they are underneath your umbrella. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And as you can tell, you know, when you watch these, you know, when you watch the dialogue happen between men and women, especially nowadays as it relates to relationships, the one thing that they can't do is take accountability. You know what I mean? And that is huge when you're interacting with men who are used to. Sometimes, you know, and I can tell you from experience being at the director level, it's sometimes, man, you get beat the hell up in business. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to come home to somebody who is trying to argue and debate, or who can't just own up to whatever the issue might be that evening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So even for me, man, you know, I have women who have tried to reach out and shit, and through simple conversation, a lot of times you can tell, even when they try to fake it, you know, you can tell that the ones who get it, and then you can tell the ones who don't, or you can tell the ones who fake get it just to try to get close enough to, you know, experience what it's like to be with somebody at a pretty high level. But it's hilarious. It's hilarious to hear them talk about these dudes that they're never going to be able to attain, man.
Yeah, and even go further, she said herself, because she says she has her own LLC, even the business with a fitness business. She incorporate mental illness first, and then the workouts. And I'm thinking, well, sweetie, you're not even healed mentally. Why is it when people establish, let's say, these LLCs, not secret basics, your business should be only focused on one thing only. You get that down pat. You're not supposed to incorporate, especially when you deal with health or body. If the mind is the biggest issue, you should not be equal. You should only incorporate. And you could quote me wrong because you're in business. You don't understand this side of things. You should your business should have only main focus. The focus is it the body or the mind? You can't have both. Why is people trying to mix in the two? Wherever the mind goes, the body's gonna go anyway. If you're not in that certifications or even got a degree of understanding how the mind works, you should be coordinating in fitness. This is me, and I'm reading the room when she's talking amongst these two other chicks, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, is this what is down? I know I have a friend, Big Duke, and he does fitness. And if I talk to him, he will never tell me that in his training he don't train something about telling his clients we're gonna get the mind right before we start exercising. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But she's doing this with her so-called LLC in business. And I'm thinking, no wonder they said these women are establishing business. What business they really establish that don't make sense, bro? These are things that the society cannot use.
Yeah.
Rich.
Yeah.
These LLCs I hear black women talk about, the society cannot use it. It cannot be used as consumption.
Right. Right. You know, that's one of the reasons why they all talk to each other. If you notice, they're never sitting around with a bunch of actual businessmen because
They don't.
that shit won't stand up. Number one, the nothing burgers and the feelings and all that shit go out the window. The questions that we ask is, hey, what is the goal? All right, what is your plan to get there? All right, what is the time frame? All right, well, do you have a plan of action of how we're going to attack it? And then that is the conversation. All of those things that is the way I was taught. It's the way that I teach now. You know, we need to have a clear and solid plan of how we're going to accomplish the goal. All of that, you know, well, I feel like this way. I feel like this way. Man, it doesn't match up with what we said the goal is going to be. And if it don't, I want to hear that shit. And that's the part of the conversation that they can't stand, because everything is very logical in business. The goal of business in general is to make money.
Exactly.
That's the end goal. And sometimes making money means reducing head count, right? You know, just say for my shop back home, we do metal fabrication and auto restoration and custom metal projects and stuff like that. Shit, if the cost of steel goes up, then you know somebody got to absorb that cost. You know what I'm saying? And so it's a very logical decision to make. But with them, you know, if you say, "Hey, man, I know that you cool with Miss Gladys, who normally, you know, comes in and, you know, she cleans the offices and she does X, Y, and Z throughout the week. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that head count because, you know, that's an extra, you know, $7,000 or, you know, $7,000 a month that we can save, or maybe we can bring her back once the prices kind of bounce back. But for right now, steel prices have spiked, so we need to absorb that cost. You know, that's not a dudes who in business don't want to sit around and have a debate about that shit. Like, oh well, I feel like, you know, well, I know she got this going on. It's like, man, we don't care, man. Like, motherfucker, are you willing to dial back on your lifestyle to help her keep a job? And most of the time, you know, they'll look at you like you're crazy. But those are business decisions and very logical decisions that anybody who's in business or has been in business or aspires to be in business would know. And the average woman you run across is not built like that. So when they sit up there and have them conversations, man, and they talk about these LLCs and lash techs and wig techs, and man, don't nobody need that shit, man. It's a select few that are real good at it and have years of relationships that they've built that can do that kind of stuff. The other thing too, their customer service suck. You know what I mean? That saying the customer is always right, that goes a long way if you are directly interacting with the public and you are relying on them to, you know, to feed you. But as you can see, it's plenty of videos on social media where women are going to get their hair done and they say that, you know, that they booked for a spot and then the beautician is have somebody else in the chair and they gotta wait, and then they run to social media and they blast each other, and before you know it, it's a full blown beef. So most of them not ready to be in business like that for real, man. It's a pretty idea in a whimsical and in a fantasized world that they live on the internet. Shit, in real life, like me staying up late answering calls while I got people on site, sneaking in and nap every evening when I get in from work so I can be up this late to take calls and if need be go into the business. Man, they're not ready for no shit like that, and they're not ready to interact with anybody who lives their life like that.
Yeah. And I know, and well, I'm not gonna respond to the chat room. I mean, if y'all guys have a question, I refer to the super chat. For the sake of conversation, if the deal with the mind and working, if the mind was the big pinnacle and there's a certain curve when going into the exercise or the workouts, then usually if you're spending money on a trainer, they would spot that out immediately, and usually they will recommend, you know, you might have to invest money into that area, because we have blockage mentally, and if you do in the gym, if you're trying to produce an outcome or a goal, will not be achieved. I'm sorry. like I said early in this broadcast, wherever the mind goes, the body has to follow.
For sure. For
That's
sure.
just a fact. And she is not qualified for that. To
Mhm.
incorporate that into what she's doing with the exercise regimen, I mean, I don't know. I mean, wait, who's this? Creation. Hello? Creation Solutions? Hello?
Yes, I came up here because I guess you didn't want to respond to
I
the
think they're
chat,
muted.
so I'm up on the panel to say it in person. So, because when you talk about working out in your body, how they don't go together, yes, they do, and there's science to prove that, and a lot of things prove that. Meditation, all of that. When you work out, it's a sense of meditation. When you work out, you release endorphins. And then if when you feel good, you attract better circumstances. You're more pleasant. You release stress. So working out and the mind, they do work together, hand in hand.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was debating against that. That's definitely that's absolutely one thing that a lot of really high earning people have in common. They have like a workout regimen that they typically do early in the morning, whether it's getting up, going swimming, going running, going biking. That's a common theme. But I would tell you before they get there, um, that mind has to be on point. You know what I mean? That mind has to be on point to commit to what I called in one of my buddies' podcasts. That's in a different space. I guess it would be called the white manosphere. But one of the most important things is you have to commit to willfully suffering, and for an extended period of time. And part of that suffering is not being able to hit that gym when you want to. Part of that suffering is working that 16, 17 hours. Part of that suffering is, you give all you got at work, and instead of going to the gym in the evening, if you're a married person, um, making sure that the house is good. And by the time you do that, it's time to go to sleep for 3 or 4 hours and pop back up and then go right back to work. So until you get to that point where you have people that can stand in the gap so that you can do those kind of things, sometimes that gym aspect is going to fall to the wayside. But I agree that health is definitely a big part of it. You're 100% right. Working out does release endorphins and gives you clarity of mind. But even from what I've seen in the business sector, until you get to, I would even say for the level that I'm at right now, like the director level, up until you get to that point, maybe the manager level, um, the gym, you may be able to squeeze the gym in if you're lucky during the week for my particular industry, which is manufacturing. But you may be able to squeeze in some gym time, but for the most part, you are completely dedicated to the business.
Well, that's your perspective, and that's based on your lifestyle and your choices and your job that you work in. But if you are dedicated and you want to go work out, there's nobody stopping you from going to the gym or doing any type of home workouts or doing something, to help meditate or to help your body.
Yeah, so that's not anecdotal. That's what I've seen from years of actually being in business. I can tell you most of the guys that I work with, that the gym is a third or fourth on the list of things that they have to do.
So yeah, so that's a mindset issue. They don't put it as number one. But if you want to show up, you can show up. There's a lot of people that show up. I joined the gym a couple of months ago, and everybody who mostly women show up. I mostly see women showing up, and they have like different hours. But most of his clientele is mostly women.
How many
It's
of them?
like
How many of them are individual contributors versus leaders of large numbers of people?
some of them are.
No, I'm
Some
saying
of them.
if you have to weigh it, you got 10 of them, or 7 of them leaders of large teams, or is it the other way around?
It depends on the person. I'm not gonna sit here and ask them, "What do you do for a living?" But a lot of them are single. A lot of them are in their 30s, their 40s. They work good, stable jobs. They pay like a lot of money monthly. Because I was going there and it was pretty steep. But they go there They go there every single day and they're dedicated.
Which state is this?
I'm in Cali.
Okay.
And if,
And what's the racial dynamics of this gym?
Uh, it's mixed race gym. Is like mainly white people, but he has like 10
Okay.
or 15% black, like 20% black. I've seen some black females in there also. They go there and they work out also.
the,
But
the, re-
he doesn't discriminate.
yeah, the reason I asked that question is because if you come up and you say that what I'm saying is not accurate, and I'm looking at a decade of, I'm looking at a decade of what my lived experience is all over the country,
Okay,
and,
sir,
and you
but
t- and you telling me about your gym that really don't line up.
it kind of does, because a lot of people nowadays they more into fitness, working out. That's like their main thing because they want to feel good. A lot of them want to be models. A lot of them want to be on Instagram. They want to be on TikTok. So a lot of people are working out. Like working out videos, they do get more traction.
I'm
So
I'm
it's
not
not.
I'm not saying people aren't working out. I'm saying if you're telling me that what I'm saying is not true, and I'm basing it off of a decade of lived experience, being someone who works in leadership, and you're telling me about the internet and the gym, that it don't line up.
Okay, so about this is from your life experience and your job as a manufacturer and what you work for. You
Hmm.
know, I'm
And
talking about what I see on a everyday basis of people of different age groups and different walks of life.
so, if that were true, why wouldn't it be a fact that a majority of the people in the country are obese? If what you're saying is true versus what I'm saying is true.
So basically, what is obese? So we are going off of European standards or American
Here we go.
standards.
Hey,
Um,
bro, I gotta get up in a few hours. I'm gonna get up with you. This is
No,
why I
but
don't
that's
have. This
the
is why I don't have
truth.
females on my channel, bro.
all right.
That anecdotal pie in the sky.
How is that
We're
anecdotal
dealing with
pie
we're
in the
dealing with
sky?
all fact. If
Yeah.
what you're saying is true, why is it that a majority of the country is obese?
And
The
I
fact
just
the
said
facts don't
obese.
support what you're saying, man. And
I
Yeah.
then
understand that, but
when that don't line up, you move the goalpost to European
Yeah,
standard.
because we talk about standard, and the standard is the standard. Creative solutions. I don't knock the standard personally, and we are more of heavy people, and we're like, if we look at out the nation, we're like either second the heaviest. I think the first one I forgot is some country, and I think Uncle D said it. Rex Turner. I don't know if it's one of the videos that said it's somewhere far east, but the point is this that
Hawaiians are pretty built. Somalians are pretty built.
Hey, bro, y'all have a
yeah,
good
but
night.
that,
I'm gonna
but
catch
that,
up
but
with
that,
y'all, bro.
but that, thank you, Rex Turner, for coming out. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate
Not a problem. Y'all have a good night,
your
bro.
information was very helpful. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be anticipating that video. I appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
bro.
Thank you. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, like I said, the standards stand at the end of the day. At times I question it. I have no problem with the standard, but when we look at right now as we stand, even for the last, was it 40? I would say over 40 years, we have gotten bigger, and now we are at the point question about the BMI and all that, and we're not like fit people. Create a solution. We gotta be honest. A lot of us we're carrying extra weight, and most if I had to say the most we're carrying for women and men, I would say women are a little bit more bigger than men. I would say an additional 40, 50 pounds, roughly. You get me?
Yeah, because women, as we get older, we carry more fat. And that's just the truth. We get, I couldn't stop the genetics and the whatever. As I got older, I put on more weight. I mean, I could lose it by working out, yeah. But with everything that's going on, I was meant to put on weight as I get older because I'm a woman, you know. I'm supposed to carry life. Like the child is gonna need nutrients and things from my body, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Well, after carrying life, then what happens to the weight? It stays. You stay.
What if you're
You,
breastfeeding?
you shrink back up, or you get bigger and say, was enough, and it puts on
If
more.
you're breastfeeding, then you will
No, no.
possibly gain.
Actually, with breastfeeding, that does reduce the weight. I'm aware of that, so I know about that. But I'm talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, not every woman is gonna be given, birth like that. It depends if they do either in the marriage or by other means. It's part of life. You get me? We always talk about after birth. Would you? Let's say I can't speak for yourself, but let's say do Lon will say, okay, I'm not gonna get bigger, or I'm gonna put on weight as I get older. Do I let myself go, or I just sit there and say, I'm not gonna let myself go. I'm gonna do somebody. I don't expect to be super skinny because that's not possible. You get me?
Yeah, but that's base. That's
But to
right.
be in reasonable shape, you know, reasonable shape. I'll tell you this. I'll give you a secret. Can I cover this? There's a standard they set of a dress size that is appropriate, right? If you look at
Mhm.
across the board, when we talk about, we're gonna go white standards, right?
Go ahead.
Most of them are gonna fall under a dress size 4, and maybe 2, but usually dress size 4 is the norm, the mean, right? And we look at the dress size today, and you know how what is now in America. It's like it's now exceed 14, and this is across the board. So I'm thinking, all right, since we can't follow this standard, right, as Black people, since we don't like the European standard, right? All right, so we should create our own standard. What will be the proper size for, let's say, the normal, modern, or average sister? What size do you? I'll ask you, since you're a woman, what size you think is properly appropriate? A woman should not,
I can't I can't
should not exceed. Should not
I
exceed. And
can't.
we're gonna go with dress size. Is dress size 12 appropriate? A dress size 10?
No, because my mother, she had a dress size 14 to 16. And even though she
Was
wore
that
that
all?
dress
Was
size,
it all her life?
no,
Okay,
but
okay.
she still looks good in that 14 to 16. I mean,
Creation,
she still,
creation,
go ahead, go ahead.
creation,
And she still was fit.
creation. Come on.
It's creative, but yeah, she still was fit.
Yeah, come on. And I know you're not no dress size 12, give or take. Hopefully, you know, because you say you
I
eventually.
don't know. I'm about at like a 8 to 10. And right
Okay,
now,
all right,
I
all right,
think
all right,
I'm
all right,
pretty
all right.
good.
I'll give you the answer. Since a lot of women are still baffled for this, which is weird, but I'll say, if anything, if you're if you are 6, that will be perfect for a sister. 8 is pushing. Anything beyond that is, I'm just gonna be honest with you, fat. Beyond 8. Do you get me? And I can't tell what the weight is from that because every woman's different from height. Do you get me?
So what? Hold on. So why you say so past a size 8, that's fat?
Yeah, it's push. It's like you're pushing fat.
Then I would be considered fat. And when people look at me, I'm not fat.
Well, you say you're 8, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like an 8 to
No,
10.
I said 8 is pushing. I'm not saying it's fat. I said 6 is perfect. 8 is kind of pushing it. Cause sometimes
I'm
people
like an 8 to 10. So,
I
and
mean,
before,
like I said, it's pushing it. So if you like bounce between 8 and 10, it's not really too much of worry because it fluctuates. It's not like say I'm going to go beyond. You get me? Because there are fluctuations. Think about creation. Why gave it 6 to 8? Ask him why I gave that. Because I know, and sometimes not everybody's going to be consistent with their weight. A lot of people either exercise or don't exercise. There are other things people do, and sometimes some people are gifted with metabolism and they don't put no weight at all. You get me? But it's very rare. But at times, if we're talking about a standard, which us Black folks, we don't like standards. I would say if we're gonna be serious and we create standards, say that would be more fair, because I don't expect a lot of sisters today be a dress size 4. This ain't the 50s or 60s or around 70s. This is the 2024s. I'm expect most of them gonna put on weight. You get me? Because of the diet, the food, especially the food and the environment here, it's not good for human consumption at all. This Western diet is gonna make people obese and give a lot of health problems. Can you agree on that?
I
Creation.
agree with that. Yeah.
So remember, think about this. One time before they start adding and manipulating the food with adding extra chemicals and all this stuff, most people back then didn't have a problem with weight problem or simple disease like the diabetes, and we could say cancer, but usually cancer's at the top of the list, and but those don't really fall in play unless something happened why it's so in increase. These are just new phenomena in the last 40 or some years, and the reason why that is because they have the Food and Drug Administration have played a hand in creating more sick people for profit. And a lot of people are not very careful to know saying what you're consuming now. If you're not careful, especially if you're not doing dedicated exercise and drinking the adequate water, you're going to put on and maintain weight. And it's going to be hard when you get older. And I'm a person, I don't really talk about health on my channel much, but I have experts, I have people that have done it and have found ways to deal with the solutions. I don't talk about the problems. I talk about the simple solution, what one could do. if they're struggling. I gave one well, I don't know if he's a content some suggestion because he was worried about his health and he was like in his 40s, going late 40s. And I told him you might have to explore in doing this. You get me? As you get older, And he took my information hard. And then I'm here just to give proper solutions. And I think with weight and health, I mean,
Well, you can go on my channel. My channel, I talk about like products that you should use, pills, vitamins. I even talked about a colon cleanse, how to cleanse your body of toxins.
now with these pushing of the vitamins and stuff, are these things that is commercial where people buy in the store, or these are things that you had to go from a different party?
No, it's all accessible. It's all off of Amazon.
Yeah, I mean, I question this. I'd be careful. I mean, I know some people that make the same things. That's not, you can still get it from Amazon, but usually you have to go for the other websites to get these things. Kind of everything you should get on Amazon, especially in health.
You're right. There's some things, yeah, like
I mean,
I was really mad.
I'm not knocking Amazon.
No,
Trust me,
no, I'm
I shop
not.
at Amazon. Yeah.
I don't take offense to that because there was this one product that I was really mad that they got discontinued, but they were sold on Amazon too eventually. But before you couldn't get them on Amazon because they wasn't as popular, and that was Blessed Herbs.
Yeah,
But
and
as brands become popular, they are going to be sold on Amazon. It's only common sense.
I mean, you have to market yourself to many outlets as possible to get
Exactly.
So I'm not knocking the business side of things. And I trust me, I know a brother that makes these things, and he's not on Amazon at the time because he's doing other things. But eventually, once you come to a certain threshold in your business, eventually you want to expand so people could see what your products more in different environments and different websites, which is always a smart thing. But other than that, like I said, I always question things that's on Amazon entirely. If I can't find a main source, I try to go to the source as possible to support that. You get me? As possible. Usually, and like I said, from another distributor, you always got to question it because there are many people that make the same products, but they were already on Amazon already. So, and I don't know sure how they use to make it unless I read what they do to make the like even the pill forms. There are certain types of pills that how they make it. Is it the what they call pig brand or the natural plant based? It goes in it's very deep information. I don't want to go in because it's not.
Well, they talk about you talking about the tablet that covers the tablet you swallow it.
It's not really the focus of tonight's show.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, you talking about gelatin as part of the pig stuff. I don't think anybody uses that.
I did not know till recently, but that's but the point is that always gotta be cautious where you get your products. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're in an environment where you can get directly from a store that's trusted, like in those small business stores.
Yeah, but we're living in we are like what we are very like technical, right? We are living in the 21st century. Like you could go on Amazon and you can look at reviews. You can look at how many stars. You can read the back of the labels. You can see if this thing is guaranteed, if it's, So there are certain things that I look at before I just buy stuff. And not only that, you got to take precaution as your body. Is my body going to absorb this vitamin? So sometimes you want to get the vitamins in its purest state, in its purest form. That way your body could digest it. You don't want something that's fake. That like the Flintstones vitamins. Take some of these. They aren't real vitamins. They are a prototype.
Yeah. That's another thing. But like I say, since you are in the, you're more attentive to that. I mean, that's good. I mean, not every person is really taking the time to be knowledgeable and know these things. They have to come across channels like this or yours to really get a starting point. And after that, people gonna have to really branch out to really find what's in the best interest to better their quality of health. That's all I'm saying.
So I just came on here because I'm gonna just say it straight up, Chaos Rain. You make your content. I mean, you're free to say whatever you want to say, but I'm gonna be truth of the matters, right? It's a little bit woman bashing. It
That's
is.
That's fine.
It is.
That's fine. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to. If
I
I
know,
talk,
I know, but I'm gonna just
if I talk about the men, it's no different. If I could find some content, but usually, like I said, I move depending what is out there. So if you consider
but
that,
you know,
that's you. That is your opinion. It's your.
it is, but
Listen. One thing I would say this. When you come to the Chaos Rain show, you're gonna expect some chaos. You know what I'm saying? And I bring any and everybody. You get me? So I don't mind the chaos. I'm saying I've not gotten to that chaos state mentally yet with a lot of people, men and women on my channel. But I tell people, please try not to take me there if possible. And it takes a lot for me to get there. You get me? But
you got there tonight, right?
no, today's a very interesting and serious stream tonight. But like I said, you came up, I let you up and have your conversation. But that's good. Anything else creation? I gotta continue. I gotta wrap this up because I'm already over my time limit. Which
You are 2 hours and 42 seconds. But
yes,
I'm
over the time.
gonna be real quick. I'm not telling you what to say or what to do, but instead of directing it and saying woman as a whole, because you don't know every woman, or you don't know if she studied at this, or you don't know what she's been through to acquire the wisdom that she has. I just ask that you say the women who are in this type of demographic who haven't attained this and who are not healed within themselves, they may think like this.
Well, like I said, it is my content. I don't dictate.
I know it is your content.
Well, but I appreciate the info.
Yeah.
But I try. I will say women. That's why you see me. I don't. It seems like I'm focused, but it still goes back to women because there are other groups of women do this too. You get me? And
that's why I never talked about
that's why I don't say it as much times. I'm a black man, and I should. That should be, but really, we all know this is a platform where there's many people that consume this. So I'm going to try and be respectful to that watch. But anyway, I got to continue creation.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna come down.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming back. All right, guys, let's continue. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. How much more? I'm gonna give this another couple minutes. I'm gonna run it through.
You answered my question. So you do go to therapy as well, right?
I do.
So,
I'm not in therapy right now. I took a little break.
How long?
Expensive.
Yo, it's like $190 a session.
Oh, my girl was $250.
$250?
Yeah, mine's
Without
high
insurance.
too. I'd be
Yeah.
like, girl, what are we talking about? Are you healing me?
No, literally, it's like it's not enough homework. I need more
started
homework. I need
going.
more action
Yeah.
items.
But you have to go.
In therapy, there should not be no breaks, ladies. Why I'm hearing that you going on breaks. Please do not go on breaks. If you having problems, you should stay until you get the right information to resolve the issues. That is all. Fair use.
Go to different therapists. I had to go through like 6 different therapists because I'm like, girl, I'm not about to pay you for some bullshit. I had a therapist for literally like a year where it was literally just me telling her my business, and she would be like, "Damn, that's crazy." Like, this is not doing anything.
Like,
for
I
me.
can call the homegirl for this.
Right?
You about to piss me off.
But it
Dr.
goes
Sarah.
into like exactly goes into what you said earlier. Like, you don't want to always like trauma dump on your friendship.
Yes.
So I feel like when I was going to the therapist the first time with BetterHelp sucks. They're hella
Oh,
cheap.
BetterHelp
sucks. It's literally. But I felt like I was like going to her, and I was like, all right, I'm telling you this, so I'm telling my homegirls because they don't judge me over here. They're not gonna judge me, but it's
So my question to Lale said it is bullish, the therapist, and you fired. Is it bullish because the therapist not telling you what you want to hear? Because the whole purpose of therapy is to really unveil the things that's uncomfortable. Because to be in a state of health or healing, it's gonna hurt. That's the purpose of therapy. If it's not hurting and being honest, then it's not doing its job. But let's keep listening.
like, I don't want to keep doing that. So now I found somebody that's a lot more expensive, but I'm like, okay, I feel
Was
like
it the people I recommended you to?
Yes,
It's
her.
rough.
Yeah,
Her
Therapy is
healing,
rough.
me and Shy.
No, don't tell nobody.
Why?
So they can take it.
Girl, they about to get paid.
She already, I got her once a month now.
Oh God.
But that's a
Okay.
good brand partnership. I don't know who this person is, but I'm sure they would appreciate you promoting.
I
her.
love my new therapist. She just had a baby. Shout out to her. But I haven't been able to talk to her in a while, so I've had to.
You're like, also, fuck that kid.
Yeah. Come on back, girl. No, but I mean, it's really been good. Like actually giving you like tools and like giving you ways to. I'm actually. I hate talking about myself. You're not me. Sorry, but like I think that I'm such like a self-aware person sometimes. Like I'll do shit I know is wrong, but like I know it's wrong. I know I'm not making the right decision. So it's like sometimes when I talk to my therapist, like it's like, girl, you already are answering your own questions. Like, do you just need me to confirm this for you? Like, do you feel like when
Sometimes.
do you feel like you go through that in therapy?
I think for me, therapy was such an eye opener from the perspective of it explained to me why I feel the way that I do, why I see the world the way that I do, like from an early age. Like, okay, let's talk about your first memory of like a relationship. And like, how did those two people argue? How did those two people show that they loved each other? Like breaking those things down, I was like, and nothing, I love my mom. I love you, mom. You did your best.
But your mom damaged you. Keep it real. Your mom did something to you. She damaged you for whatever reason, either psychological or physically. She did something to you. That's why you saying you love her. But what? What she did that caused or create Kayla Nicole and what we see Kayla Nicole today. And this is the unresolved issues a lot of Black women and Black men face in regards to childhood traumas their parents, particularly mothers, most likely, if it's raised by a single mother, you know, this are things they have to overcome. So you have to resolve that. Anyway. And this is why therapy is important. So I ain't knocking that, but let's continue listening. Fair use.
It was like seeing some of those interactions close up. You're programmed and rewired to think like, oh well, this is how it works. When in reality, like sometimes it's not the healthiest of ways to navigate life. So I think for me initially that was like the number one thing that I learned from therapy, and then two, it was like how to cope with my emotions and not always feel like, because I used to trauma dump on like my followers. Like that's what I think we developed, this like community and this bond of me just like sharing my everyday life, sharing my everyday emotions. During COVID, it was like every day.
Right.
Almost like prison logs. I'm just like, hey, day 3.
Yeah,
in the house. I'm tired today.
Getting drunk again.
Yeah, I threw up on the porch last night because I drank too much wine.
That's all COVID was.
God damn, what a wordless existence. You blogging everything. God damn. Can you just keep some to yourself? The whole world doesn't need to know that you're on the porch. And, let me stop. Fair use.
Doing all those things. But then it got to a point in my life where I couldn't do that. Like social media was no longer a resource for me to like share my emotions. So it became, okay, I know on Thursdays with my therapist, I'll have at least 2 hours of my day to just word vomit however I feel. And sometimes, she didn't have any response. It was like, well, that was good. Like, how do you feel? And I'm like, better. I'm like, good. I need to get that off my chest. And I probably saved a lot of friendships too, because nobody wants to be the homegirl that's you only call me when you and your man are going through it. Like nobody wants to deal with that. So therapy's been good for me.
That's definitely
How was
hard.
it balancing friendships and relationships in the beginning? Like, did your friends feel like you neglected them when you first got in your relationship?
No, I'm never that friend. I'm the friend that's like, hey, we're going on a trip this weekend. Ooh.
She's so petty.
I look that way because
She's
why
so
would you even
petty.
ask that?
Because she said she doesn't want to only call her friends when she has something wrong. So I'm saying, is that the only time you call
But
your
it's
friend?
such a best friend. I swear, my best friend sitting here, she was doing the same thing. Like,
Yeah, like I knew. That's why I didn't.
like she could call me. I don't know why she's acting like that. She could call me. It's not that big
I
of a
see
deal.
she stayed. I stayed this way because I knew she was gonna do that.
Yeah, so
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you did.
I literally just looked
Yeah,
at
and
you.
there's a few things I could have done too. So do you?
Okay.
Oh,
So how does that make you feel?
Girl.
No, I think
too bad.
I'm the friend in the relationship that's always like, hey, we're going to Miami this weekend. Like, what are y'all doing? Because like, I'm gonna need some homegirls.
Yeah.
I'm also the
Yeah, and if you're going through some stress, I mean, last thing you want to do is be traveling all about. I'm just saying. But let's keep listening. Fair use.
fun girlfriend where it's like, we're getting a yacht.
Yeah.
I don't want it to just be me on the yacht.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't even want it to just be me and my homegirls. Like, where the bitches at? Where's the
Right,
fun at? Like, let's have a good time.
That's how I am too.
Your friends
Yeah.
invite some friends. I invite some friends. We all got friends. And now
I
we can
couldn't,
vibe.
I would never just be the jealous girlfriend, like no girls around. I want
I
to have a
hate
good
it.
time.
I
Like,
hate
you know,
that.
like bring everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
We were just talking about this today. This is random, not even on subject. What kind of? Do you mind that if somebody you're in a relationship with, do you mind him having a girl best friend?
Oh yeah, we were talking about this today.
I've done that.
I don't
And
play
me and
that
the
shit.
girl actually became like, we were really close. I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we became very close. Post breakup too. Like me and the guy broke up, and then her and I rekindled our friendship, and we're friends for like
Okay.
an extensive amount of time.
I wouldn't say best friend. I mean, I said earlier, I don't care if like my man has like girlfriends. Like I really just genuinely,
Yeah.
I'm just not
Why?
insecure. Yeah, I just
I don't
why
think
don't
it's
you
a,
like
I don't
it?
think it's a level of insecurity. I just think it's a boundary. I don't feel like I don't really agree with it. I would not take someone seriously if they had a girl best friend. That's just me.
What about
personally.
a
Do you feel like they
girlfriend
should be
in
dating her
general?
instead of you?
Yeah.
Like you like her
Like,
so
yeah.
much?
Yeah, go
You
date
like her so much.
What
Why
you
don't you
got to
be
talk
with
to her
her?
about that you can't talk to me about?
I mean, it's just another human being. That's another
Yeah.
personality that they are friends with. Like,
don't give
and also, I don't like
Got it.
controlling relationships. Like, I don't like feeling
Heard.
controlled. I don't like feeling controlled. I don't
Yeah.
I don't want to have to
Yeah.
control my man. Like, I just want to
Yeah.
trust you. Go out, do you. As long as I trust you, you ain't doing nothing that you shouldn't do.
Yeah.
But why are you saying that you want to control man? You're not in control. You do what is required of you, or better yet, do what you're told, if possible. No, really, I mean possible. Because if you're a control freak, then relationships not for you, sweetie. You better stay single. Stay single. Single's happy. It's better. It's a better position than up and worrying what your man doing, what you doing, all that. Now, that tells you you're not occupying your time. That's your problem. You gotta get that fixed. Fair use.
Okay, cool.
I definitely don't want anyone telling me who I can and cannot be.
You
friends
have a
with.
male best friend?
I do not. I do not. But I wouldn't have a problem with my
Yeah.
man. I've done it before, so like, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with it as long as like things were like there's
Yeah.
boundaries there, like there's
Exactly.
respect
I can
there.
understand like having childhood friends, platonic. Like I think there's a thing such as platonic friendships, but I personally wouldn't allow myself to get close to somebody who has like, this is my girl best friend. Y'all gotta be. I'm like, all right, well, this is like you said, a non-negotiable. I don't think it's an insecurity. I just think it's a non-negotiable. I'm like, all right, that's just
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like you.
Got it. So
You know, I'm just
and she's
just not
standing
gonna
on
like
it. She's like, I know it will never happen.
you. Yeah, it won't. But I know we're about to wrap this up soon. So, what is next for you in 2024? Like, are you excited about this year?
Yeah, I am. I mentioned relaunching my brand, Tribe Therapy.
Which the brand you have is still unquestionable because you're including mental health, but the creation said that you could do all that. I totally disagree, but like I said, she's a woman. She's in the right for her opinion. I ain't gonna knock that. But if you have to sit there, have to really come up with an actual brand that the few people that you trust said not to go about doing this, you still go ahead. It's a you problem. So, but like I said, in business, everything's risky anyway. So a lot of these businesses don't last long nowadays. But I commend that you take the risk to start the little workout business. Well, let's keep listening.
So if you're not following the page, follow.
Follow.
It's Tribe TRIBE, and then therapy is spelled phonetically THEREP.
There goes the therapy nonsense, but you're still in therapy. I mean, fair use.
So yeah, if you need like a therapy resource, we're gonna have a lot of like mental health components associated with the
Oh, I love
brand. It's
that.
gonna be a lot of free workouts. I know that having a personal trainer is a luxury, so I'm gonna post a lot of my
Yes.
workouts on there. It's gonna be a cute little vibe. I'm hopefully going to be able to launch my apparel within like the next few months. That has been hell developing. So if you guys need any tips on, you guys were gonna do apparel? Was that
We have
why you
apparel.
We
were-
have it. We
Yeah,
have
we'll
it,
tell you
yeah.
about it.
You just
Yeah.
need to get the licensing together on the back end before
Yeah.
you drop. Probably.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
Well,
It's
we
cool.
have licensing for.
Yeah.
We'll talk about
We'll
it.
talk about it. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm really excited to get the ball rolling with that. That's been like a passion project of mine for a really long time. I just started taking acting classes again. Like, just like little things that
Yeah.
are like, you know what, I have time on Thursday nights. Like,
Right.
let me do something for me that I enjoy.
Right.
We'll see what comes of it, but
Love
just
that.
doing all the things for me.
Love that.
That's good. I love that.
Yay. Thank you for coming, Kayla.
Thank you.
Great episode. I
Yeah,
feel
we
like this was
enjoyed
good.
having you.
I feel like a lot of
All right, that's it, guys. Enough of that. What's your thoughts? If you survived this far, which I hope you do, I'd like to hear from you in the comment section at the end of this stream. The links to follow me on the phone. Follow me on Twitter at ChaosRain7. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Eric Ray on Facebook. Join my Discord service. Also, follow me on Rumble. Where's my Rumble link? I'm going to put that right now. I'm put a lot of things, but I'm gonna put Rumble. I'm looking for people to start joining me on Rumble. All right, so where it is? Oh, here it is. Here's my Rumble. All right. There you go. Follow me on Rumble, and I'm gonna pin it here. So for those that need it. And also, become a member, join the membership of the Chaos Range Show as well. And if you're not subscribed, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Subscription is free, I tell you. So please subscribe to the channel as well. So there you go. Here's Rumble. And also become a member here. I put here as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching or listening to today's stream. Like I said, give me a like on your way in, on your way out of the stream. And like always, leave a comment. I'll be surely reading the comments for this one. Until next time, stay chaos. Reign.